What's going on, my peoples? It's your boy, Mr. OBF, back one time for your mind. Make sure you guys hit the like button, hit the subscribe button, hit the bell button so you guys get the live streams when we go live, people. Make sure you got, if you guys can, make sure you guys donate to the channel. Go to OBF, the real Cash App, and donate to the channel. People, we highly appreciate anything you guys could donate to the channel. Need more information to subscribe and donate to the channel. The channel is down there scrolling below the screen. Make sure you guys hit the like button when you come in and out of the building. And people, make sure you guys share the videos, man. It keeps the movement pushing. Welcome to the OBF, the network, people. Let's get it in, man. Listen, I get very, very frustrated when I hear undecided voters at this point in an election. I'm just very irritated at this point. I don't know what the fuck these people, who raised these people. I'm getting very, very sick of people keep telling me about the economy. I'm just tired, man. It's like we have people that pretend that they pay attention to politics or they really understand how the country really works. And people tell me, Kenny, well, you know, you can't. Everybody in different parts of the country live differently. Yes, I get that part. But you can tell the difference from an administration that helps you or don't help you, right? And at this point, it's not even about the economy. I keep saying this. This is about morals and principles. Okay? If you have morals and principles or you don't. This is all this election is about. I don't want to keep hopping on this shit, but it's like it's not registering into people's brain. This is not about policies. Because we already know at this point, a lot of y'all don't understand about policies. You don't know how the economy works. You don't know what administration is actually really doing anything for you because you keep saying the same old bullshit every election. So you don't know what the fuck is going on. So this now is just about morals and principles. Morals and principles, if you have morals and principles or you don't. This is all this was what is about. It's not all this other shit that these people keep talking about. But CNN does a poll with some Pennsylvania voters, and it's a twist to that shit, and we're going to get into this. But it's filled with, I think, 2 black men, 4 white guys, and 2 white women. Okay? And, no, hold on. Yeah, 4 black men, 4 white women, 4 black white men, and 2 white women, and 3 black men. Okay? Now, these are supposed to be undecided voters. Okay? Now, we got this part of the portion, and then I got another portion when it's just black men. And some of the most ridiculous shit I have ever heard in my life. I don't know what universe these people living in, but people is getting on my goddamn nerves. Let's listen to this shit, people. Let me go back. Let me get the sound right. All right. Let's listen to this bullshit.
Democratic presidential nominee Kamala Harris portraying herself as an underdog candidate and a fighter. She addressed her party's convention on this closing night here in Chicago right now.
And let me just say this: she is, because we have these stupid people out here that you get ready to hear. I don't know what universe these people are living in. Let's just move on, man. So yes, she's the underdog because we're amongst stupid. We amongst fucking stupid people. If you ain't got some black people acting a fucking fool, you got these stupid ass white folks acting like they ain't got no motherfucking common sense anymore. But anyway, let's just move on, man. And you got Latinos, mixed minority groups, hey, just a bunch of stupid people. A lot of them just stupid. But let's move on. I'm sick of this shit.
We're getting reaction to the vice president's speech from some undecided voters in the crucial battleground of Pennsylvania. Seeing as Gary Tuckman is in Allentown. So Gary, who's with you and what are they saying about the speech?
Well, Anderson, we do come to you from Allentown in the heart of the beautiful Lehigh Valley in eastern Pennsylvania. And we are with 8 residents of the Lehigh Valley who've been watching television with us tonight and watching Kamala Harris's speech. I do want to say they all have something in common, as you said, Anderson. None of these people before tonight have made a decision about who they will vote for in November. And at least one person here before tonight wasn't sure she was going to vote at all because she doesn't like either of the candidates. Also, what they have in common, 5 of these people, they are all, 5 of them, loyal union members from the UAW local, United Auto Workers, here in the Lehigh Valley. So thank you all for being here. First thing I want to ask you, I want you to grade.
And let me just say this too. What's mind-boggling me about this whole situation, about this election, is that you have women don't like other women for whatever weird reason they don't like Kamala Harris. Because the damn show ain't about policies. Because we already know these people ain't that bright. Okay? Then number 2, the auto workers type of people that's a part of this shit. Trump already proved to y'all that he don't give a fuck about y'all. He already proved that. I don't even know what is even a discussion when it comes to these type of people. But anyway, I told you, this ain't about policies. Because we know that these people do not pay attention to politics like they're supposed to. They don't research policies and bills that President Biden and the administration and Democrat Party has done, or the Republicans, or what the fuck they do or don't do. They don't pay attention to this shit. So, like I said, it's about having morals and principles, or you don't. But let's move on. And I'm going to continue to keep saying that is because it seems like it's not registered to these fucking stupid people. But anyway, let's move on.
The speech, okay? A is excellent, B above average, C average, D below average. We all know what F is. Let's start with you. How do you grade the speech?
I gave her a B+.
B.
B plus.
A.
B+.
A.
A.
C.
C. So mostly A's and B's with 1 C.
Hold on. My bad. It's 2 black men and 4 white dudes and 2 white women. My bad. It ain't 3 black men. But anyway, that's because you know they got to outnumber us. I didn't see no Latinos and nothing in there. No mixed stuff. This is nothing. Listen, at this point, I'm very. Let's move on, man. I'm getting irritated, man. Already.
Ask you why you made the decision you made. First of all, we start with Scott, who is the president of the UAW local here in the Lehigh Valley. Scott, what grade did you give it again?
B+.
How come?
I gave her the high grade because I thought she looked very confident. I liked how she spoke from her heart. I liked her message of unity and the division that we have in America. I like her fight for the middle class and families. The reason I didn't give her an A was I thought she needed to go into a little more detail on some of her plans, of how she would,
Like you really care. I am very sick of people talking about policies and plans. You don't care. These people don't care about no fucking policies. If she break down the fucking policy to you, it still go over your head because you don't know how policies work. You don't know what the bills would do because you don't research. I told y'all I'm irritated, man. Because, listen, we can't keep having these dumbass conversations, man. People want to sit and have opinions, and they're not even doing the work. They just got an opinion. Sick of this shit, man. Fuck you need. I ain't give her an A because, she didn't break down her plan. All I need to know is what Trump doing. His plan. And I know his plan. So that's all that matters to me, and I already know that the Democrat plans. Already know. You know why? Because I research. I actually put the work in. So I don't need Vice President Harris or her running mate, Tim Walz, to tell me anything. Because I already know the plan. But we amongst people still asking about a plan. If you don't know the plan by now, what the fuck else can she tell you? But let's move on.
I'll do some of the things that she envisioned.
Okay, Lindsay, you're in sales. You're the person who wasn't sure she was going to vote for anybody because you don't like either of these
Lindsay's
candidates.
stupid.
I'll ask you more about that in a minute, but first, what grade did you give the speech?
I gave it a B.
How come?
I thought it was a good speech. I mean, she did what she was supposed to do.
I
Okay.
liked that she was like talked about her upbringing, made it feel a little more like personal. But yeah, I thought it was a good speech.
Okay, Andy, you're also with the UAW. You make cars and trucks for us Americans.
Let me
so
let
thank
me
you.
just stop right there. All this bullshit. I don't even know why she here. I don't even know why she's on the panel. The bitch said she wasn't gonna vote. Okay, if you ain't gonna vote, why you on the panel? You don't like either candidate. What can they do to change your mind? Nothing. And listen, and I'm gonna prove the point why. Why? That she shouldn't have been on this panel. But anyway, let's move on. This is what I mean. Just having unnecessary people having opinions about nothing. I'm very irritated about this shit at this point. I'm tired of hearing people's opinion, no solutions. They don't really want to. Like, I don't understand. But let's move on. Irrelevant.
So thank you for that, along with the rest of you. Your grade again was?
B plus.
And how come B plus?
I liked her plan for the middle class. Like my wife's a nurse. I'm an auto worker. I'm as middle class as you can get. I just felt like she should go a little more in depth. But I guess I understand you can't really go as in depth in these speeches. But a little bit more would have been like nice.
Okay, Donna, is your mother?
Yes.
Listen, let's say this. It used to be. This is how fucked up the country is at this point, and how government is not functioning right. And we ain't getting shit done in Congress for the last couple of years, right? At least last 8 years, really. Middle class used to be people almost at the point where they're making 100, 200, 300 million, like up in that, the 300,000, up in that range. That used to be the middle class. The middle class now is if you got a decent job. That's the middle class now. Because you can't make no money being a nurse, barely pay your bills. You can't be an auto driver, any of that shit, factory work. You can't be none of that. I mean, that's what they consider in middle class. That is not middle class. But this is how fucked up the country been for the last 8-some years. Since Obama left. And I'm being dead serious about it. Motherfuckers talk whatever they want to talk about. The economy was doing great. It was a difference between auto workers and all this shit. Auto drivers. It was a difference. It was a much different. If you was doing what I was doing or some shit like that, it's not considered middle class. This considered you doing you in the realm of teachers and nurses and shit like that. But if you're a doctor or something like that, up there making $100,000, that considers middle class. But even the doctors is not considered middle class at this point. This is not middle. That's not middle class, bro. That means you doing all right. But that's how fucked up the country has been. Let's move on.
As a retired dental hygienist. Donna, what grade did you give it again?
I gave her an A
And how come an A?
because she hit all the points that I wanted to know about. I wanted to know more about her economic policies, her foreign policy. I know she couldn't go into depth about that, but I mean, I felt that she looked very presidential. She sounded presidential.
First of all, ma'am, if you didn't know who she was or knew anything about her, it proves my point again. How come you didn't research her? Why would it take her to get at a convention and tell you who she is? What her past is like? All this goddamn internet. All this easy access to research people. And this woman has a nerve to get on a national platform and says, I gave her A because now I kind of knew who she was, her background. Get the fuck out of here, man. These people ain't serious. These people ain't serious, man. We We got a bunch of people out this motherfucker that just got votes. They can just vote. Put it like that. These people ain't serious, man. These people ain't serious. Just ridiculous, people. And I know people probably like, Kenny, why you getting so irritated? This shit is irritating, man. All this technology, all this shit that we can find out about anything. And these people don't know nothing. That's why I say at this point, it ain't even about the candidate. It's about the goddamn voters. It's about us. We act like we're clueless. We don't know how to do nothing. We can't even research. I gave her A because, I found out who she was. Really? Really, ma'am? God. People, how long we have had technology? It would have been about 20 years? And these people still slow? The internet is not hard to work. Give a damn how old you are. You want to Google, find out something? Kalama has her past things. Boop. Pop up on the screen. What you ain't got internet? If you got a fucking cell phone, you got internet. Damn near everybody and their mama got a goddamn cell phone. Shit, I done seen a lady down there 90 years old my grandmother got a cell phone. She don't even got a computer, but she got a cell phone because simple fact she can get all the information right there. Let's move on, man. I'm sorry, people. I'm just annoyed, man. I'm just annoyed by these people, man. I'm just annoyed by people. A lot of people, not everybody, but a lot of motherfuckers getting on my nerves, man, with this blatant of stupidity. Or is they really this dumb? Or is they really this slow? Or they just really this fucking lazy? But they want to bitch and complain about shit. Fuck. Let's move on, man.
Presidential, and I think she's going to be a unifier.
Yeah, by the way, going into tonight, Andy was 60-40 with Kamala Harris.
Yes.
You were 50-50, which is interesting. We'll talk more about that in a second. Patrick, also with the UAW. Dwight, you gave it again?
A B plus.
How come B plus?
Well, she was very confident in what she was saying. She showed leadership ability and understanding of the topics at hand. But again, she didn't go in depth. I did like what she said about what she's going to try to do for the middle class, about a tax break for us, which would be very nice, but still a little bit more information on some of the things that she's planning on doing.
Sean, also with the UAW.
Like what? You can go to our website and find out that shit. You got to hear. All right, man. First of all, let me just say this. Because I'm going to keep it real. I'm going to keep it 100. Listen, people, a candidate can tell you all the shit they want to do. Do that mean they going to get it done? All of it done? No. Because you know why? Because you got a stupid party named the Republicans that's going to try to block every goddamn thing that a Democrat does or want to do. So, sir, excuse me, but what she got to go into details about? You can go to the website and find out all the details. You had a candidate, I'm sorry, his name was Bernie Sanders. And that's what I loved about Bernie. Bernie will tell you about what he wanted to do and break down how you're going to pay for it and blah, 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 blah. But that went over your head. You didn't care about that. Now you're asking a moderate, somewhat of a progressive Democrat to go into more details about what they're going to do. Really? Listen, people, I can understand if these was young voters. These are grown ass people. These are elders. Other than the young white chick there. Everybody else, these are grown. They grown people. And they act like they ain't never vote before. They act like they don't know what technology is. Oh, they talk like they got some type of education. Some type of IQ. Let's move on, man. Let's move on, man. Running my blood pressure up, nigga.
W, the grade you gave it again?
I gave her an A.
How come?
I was looking for policy information. I really wanted to see some substantive policy information. I thought she did give enough. I like what she gave on military, what she wants to do for our veterans, and with border control. I just think that she has a lot of good ideas, and she's very well spoken. I think she was very professional.
Sabrina is your daughter.
Now, mind you, these people are saying the same exact shit over and over and over again. Policies. Let's move on, man. I just get irritated at this point.
And also a UAW member, helping to make cars and trucks for America. Yeah. Your grade again?
A.
How come an A?
I think she was very well.
I'm sorry, people. I gotta go back. I thought this lady was a man. Because she looked like a dude. Because the camera wasn't all the way on. My bad. Apologize, miss. It's three women, three white women, 3 white men, and 2 black dudes. My bad. Let's move on.
Was very well spoken. She was very clear on what her policies were and elaborated on them with the time given, and the fact that
excuse me, what the fuck do that mean? See, listen, let me just say this. I don't know how many white people hang around black folks. Saying that black people are very well spoken is almost borderline an insult. What the fuck you thought she was gonna get a day? Yo. So I mean, I don't know what that means. But I suggest white people watch how they. Please don't say that about a black person. It's almost borderline insulting. She's a vice president. Of course she's well spoken. Now Biden is well spoken, but he's older, so he's not fluent like he used to be. Of course she's well spoken. But anyway, people might think I'm being petty, but I'm not. A lot of black people take offense to that shit. It's borderline insulting and it's offensive. Fuck you. She the vice president of the United States of America. Why wouldn't you think that she would be well spoken? We know people still out. You undecided, but you got a candidate. I don't give a fuck Biden. He wasn't as sharp as he used to be. Couldn't get his words out because he had a stuttering problem and he older. But you got Trump over this bitch just saying all types of crazy shit. That ain't well spoken. Let's move on, man. I question people's intelligence sometimes. Because I believe it is no way impossible we still having these dumbass conversations.
He wants to bring back rights for women.
And Brian, you're in real estate. You're a nice guy too, like everyone in this panel, and you gave the only C. How come you gave a C?
She wasn't clear enough on the policies. She did speak a lot of her.
Just let you know about this black dude. He a house nigga. I'm gonna prove it. But let's move on. He tried to pull the wool over us. Let's move on.
Out of her personal history, on her personal history, which was great, but I still don't feel like she's ready. I feel like more so she should wait. I don't want to, per se, vote for someone that is a backup.
All right, well, but I'm going to ask you shortly. You obviously.
Tom, first of all, I know you're an op. You're a con man. Sir, so Donald Trump is ready? He ain't a backup. That motherfucker ain't even a backup. He don't even belong in this race. After January 6th, he should have been disqualified. They should have passed a law and said his ass can't run. After what the fuck he did. Then, so on top of that, mismanaged COVID. Got over 1 million people killed. But he ready? All right, man. This is where we at in 2024. But I told you, he a op. And I'm going to prove that he a op.
You're obviously not ready to vote for Kamala Harris,
Right.
I'm sure about that.
Right.
But what I want to ask all of you all together at this point, like I said, none of you were ready to make a
First
commitment to
of
any
all,
candidate.
he ain't voting for Kamala Harris anyway. He a op. I don't know how CNN got bamboozled. But y'all been falling off lately anyway. That's why I don't even really watch CNN no more. Not because you're fake news. It's because you do too much capping. Act like y'all don't know how to do y'all job no more. Just letting people come on your network and just lie. Get away with stupid shit. But anyway, let's move on.
But to any candidate in November, please raise your hand right now if you're now ready to make a commitment after today. Wow. I'm just kind of surprised by it. We haven't rehearsed this. I'm going to make that very clear. They will test this. 7 of you are now ready.
Well, we can tell because you let an op in there. We can tell you ain't do no research on these people either, did you? They just said what they was, huh? And you just took it. CNN, you got to be kidding me, man. Can't take. Listen. That's why I don't watch mainstream media like that at all. I don't give a fuck if it's MSNBC, ABC, CNN. You definitely not Fox News, Newsmax, all the rest of them dumbass fucking channels. Yo, they're not. Listen, man. They're not doing their due diligence. It's a few people on the networks on these networks other than Fox. Well, no, I can't say that because they got some liberals on there that be trying to fight back. But that shit is like having liberals on Fox News and it's just 1 against 5 or 4 is like damn near irrelevant. That person is irrelevant. They make fun, disrespect that person. Listen, I'm telling you like this, you couldn't disrespect me. I don't know how those Democrat liberal people do that shit over Fox News, but I wind up to say, hey man, watch how you talking to me, and if you don't, we gonna have a problem. I probably have been smacked the shit out of Jesse Waters. And the little dude that think he's a comic, but he's irrelevant. He couldn't cut it as a comic. He'd go work for Fox News and do his little comedy show. And the shit is not funny. He's just a real goofy ass motherfucker, goofy. But anyway, let's move on. CNN, goddamn.
Scott?
Yes, I'm going to vote for Kamala Harris.
Andy?
Yeah, Kamala Harris, yes.
Yes,
Donna?
I voted for her also.
Sean? Sean?
Yes, Kamala.
Sabrina?
Carmela.
Patrick?
Kamala.
Brian?
Trump.
Trump? And finally, Lindsay.
Thank you. Because you never was going to vote for Kalama anyway. You didn't really watch her speech or the DNC to actually really try to learn something. You already came there with an agenda. House nigga. You was already voting for Trump. We know who you are. This dude, because like I told y'all ain't got to believe me. I want y'all to research this dude. This dude, for years, has been saying disrespectful shit to the Democrat Party. He's been riding with Trump, putting up his mug shots and shit saying he support Trump. So he never came into that situation on some genuine shit. He's a op. He came there to spy or whatever the fuck he did, the troll. I don't know what the fuck he was there for, but he was so-called supposed to be an undecided voter. The dude history on Twitter tells you that that's a goddamn lie. And soon they asked him, ain't like he said, I'm still undecided. He let the cat out the bag. Trump. Oh, I don't think she ready. You wasn't going to vote for her anyway. You old goofy ass nigga. Out here playing games. Wasting people time. Like your point of view really matters. No it don't. Punk ass, I'm trying to be seen ass nigga. Just an embarrassment to the black community. You just an embarrassment. Anybody fucking with Trump that's black, you are an embarrassment to the community. I don't give a fuck what's your explanation. I don't give a fuck if you are the conservative. I know plenty of conservative black people that ain't voting for Trump. So you don't have an excuse on that shit. Trying to use, I'm a conservative. Get the fuck out of here. This ain't about policies, you punk bitch. Because you can ask any Republicans that ain't fucking with Trump, this ain't about policies. They'll tell you, I don't agree with anything about Kamala Harris. Probably wouldn't fuck with none of them policies like that. It's about morals and principles over this bitch. Paraphrasing, but that's basically what they're saying. They're not fucking with this dude. They know he ain't got no morals and principles. It's about policy. Can't throw that shit in my face. I'm telling you like this right now. I know the policies. Trump, Biden, all of them. Because I actually research. I actually do the work. So you can't talk to me about policies. They don't tell me I'm going to vote for Trump on policy. Okay, cool. Whatever. We know you lying. Well, put it like this. I know you lying. You dumbass son of a bitch.
Still probably not voting.
So, Brian, you don't like either of them?
Nope.
Okay.
So why are you even there then? You and the op. That bitch probably a op too. Listen, man. I'm very, very irritated at this point. I'm still not going to vote. Well, why are you there? Because you could have watched this shit from home, bitch. You just want to be on TV. We got a bunch of nonsense people. I don't know why listen. At this point, mainstream media, you keep allowing these ignorant ass people to come on your networks for clicks and baits or whatever the fuck y'all doing. Trying to trend, whatever. Y'all just making y'all. This is why motherfuckers don't really believe in the news anymore. Like you can't even really damn. You can believe in the news because they just And it's all of them. It's not just Fox. It's all of them. This shit right here is actually embarrassing. They didn't even. The dude up there is a op. He was going to vote for Trump anyway. He's a Trump supporter, lying and saying that he's an undecided voter. They didn't even do any research on the dude. Do a background check on him. He's not an undecided voter. He ain't even supposed to have been on that panel. Then this woman, I don't know why the fuck she there. You was undecided. You weren't going to vote for nobody anyway. What the fuck? So why you there? You could have made this decision at home. But you want to be on, you want to be all in the video. Let's move on.
What led to you all making a decision? Was it that decisive of an evening, Scott?
Yeah, I really, as I said before, I really liked her confidence. She's really seemed presidential. She seemed very confident. Like I said, she spoke from her
That's
heart.
all bullshit. That's all bullshit. I did not, listen, people, I didn't even watch Vice President Harris' speech. I watched the Obamas and shit, because I missed them. I ain't gonna lie to y'all. Even though he ain't do a lot for black people like we wanted him to. But now that I'm older, I understand better. Right? But I see he still could have did a little bit more for us. Right? Instead of trying to listen to Biden shit, trying to be this moderate person. No, you had your agenda. You supposed to win it anyway. I watched that. I watched the sister from Texas, congresswoman from Texas, the sister that got out on Marjorie Taylor Greene, Senator Crockett. I think that's her name. Who else I watch? I watched who else I watched? I watched Walls. Governor Walls. Who else did I watch? It wasn't that many people. It wasn't that many. I ain't watched Hillary Clinton because I didn't need to see Hillary. They just dragged Bill out there. Bill old as a bitch. Bill said, you might not see me after this. They just drugged him out. Bill ain't even want to be that motherfucker. On real talk. Shout out to Bill Clinton. I fuck with Bill. I didn't need to see Hillary. I'm just at this point taught us even. Every time I see her face, I cringe. Just an embarrassment. Trying to think. Watched it, when they was giving the electoral, whatever the fuck they was doing from the states or whatever. I watched that Lord John and all that, I watched that part. Who else? That was it. I didn't watch a lot of that shit. I didn't need to watch Vice President Harris. I'm voting for her. It doesn't matter. I don't give a fuck if she gave a bad speech or not. I know one goddamn thing, I ain't voting for a Republican. And I'm not even a Democrat. I'd be damned if I vote for a Republican. Y'all don't like black people. You don't like minority people. You don't like gays. You don't like women. I like these type of people. I like white people too, but I'm just saying. Well, some. But damn. Y'all don't like none of that. I can't vote for y'all. Sorry, Republicans. Actually, I'm really not sorry. I'm just trying to be a little polite. I can't vote for you. Fuck I look like voting for you. You hate everybody. If we don't think like you, so you hate us. Nah. Give you a chance. Hey, listen, I'm okay. I'd rather go to the grocery store and pay high prices for shit than to vote for a Republican. And ain't enough money in the world that make me vote for a party that embrace racists. Sorry. What I look like as a black man siding with racists. Oh, I'm sorry, you get Brian Donaldson and Candace Owens in there. And this goofy ass nigga that's a op sitting there talking about he an undecided voter. No you not. No the fuck you not. But anyway, let's move on.
From her heart, I like how she filled you in on her background, that she struggled, her mother struggled,
All right.
middle class family.
Donna, you were 50-50 going into the evening. What made you make a decision?
Well, I've been doing research.
First of all, he said all this. Her background, she struggled. Well, what was you? You was gonna vote for Trump? He ain't got none of that. Trump had a silver spoon in his mouth since the day he was born. That motherfucker don't know what a middle class job is. You know why? Because he's never worked one. Have y'all ever heard Donald Trump having a part-time job when he was a kid? I'll wait. Did he do anything in the... Did he plant flowers or something? No. How the fuck you can... How can I connect with Donald Trump on anything when it comes to being somewhat the middle class? A regular person. He ain't never been a regular person. And it's proven every time he speaks. He don't know what the fuck a middle class person goes through. Talking about high prices for this. Ask Trump when he ever went to the grocery store, nigga. Fuck out of here. Listen, people, at a certain point, if you try to connect with people, you have to do some type of shit that's relatable. Your life has to relate to some people. You can't just, I'm rich. I ain't never been rich. I don't know what your lifestyle is about being rich. Never had it to be rich. Never know how it would feel to be rich. Ain't trying to be rich. I just want to live comfortably, make sure I can take care of my kid and leave some wealth for her. I don't know how I feel to be rich. I don't want to be rich, actually. If I wind up being rich, that's fine with me. But I ain't striving for that shit. Everybody want to do better, but goddamn, I don't want to do that. You see too many of them rich people get out of touch with reality. Trump is out of touch with reality. And a lot of rich people are. Because, I mean, that's their life. You can't relate to somebody poor. Listen, people, you can come from the gutter. And people, listen, I'll put it like this. Because I ain't never been rich, so I can't say that. Listen, I can't even speak on that. People, I used to be poor. Used to live paycheck to paycheck, be scared what bill I gotta pay. I don't have to do that. Now, do sometimes you gotta cut some shit off to pay a certain bill or something like that? Yeah, I still do that. But I ain't stressing over this shit like a lot of people are doing. You know why? Because I haven't been in that position in a long damn time. So I live in somewhat of a bubble. But the difference is I still connect with people. I still do day-to-day shit that regular people do. I still have certain problems that other people that have these type of problems. I'm not too far, successful, if you want to say. I live okay. Could I get better? I mean, could I want more and have, do better? Yes, of course. But I don't go at the gas pump and say, oh, I'm gonna pay, I'm gonna, even now, right? I don't go to the goddamn gas pump and be like, hey, I don't know if I can't put all this whole 40 in there. Or this whole $60 in my tank. Cause you know I gotta save some money for some food. Nah, nigga. No. Now I had went to the gas station pump one time because I'm frugal like that. So sometimes, you know, that's me. People call it being cheap, but I'm frugal in a way, right? And I was like, I gotta put gas in my car. I can't buy no beer today. Because I'm frugal like that. I could have bought some beer, but I ain't want to fuck with my savings. That's different levels of shit. But a lot of rich people, they don't go to motherfucking gas stations. Nigga, they got drivers or they send somebody to take their car to get gas. It's very rare because they want to feel normal sometimes. So a lot of them probably go to the gas and you might catch them there. But that's rare, bro. They don't do that shit. They too famous and too rich for that. Too wealthy to be doing shit like that. Especially a lot of black celebrities. Motherfuckers can't go to no motherfucking gas stations and shit like that. Motherfuckers are Russian. People know who they is. A lot of rich white people, you don't even know who the fuck they are. I'm being genuinely honest about this. You don't know a lot of, I'm talking about rich motherfuckers. Rich white people. You don't know who the fuck they are. Have you seen them at the gas station? You might be at a gas station with a fucking multi-millionaire, and you would never know that motherfucker a millionaire. You know why? Because the car might be look very expensive. You probably know they got a little money, but they ain't wearing no crazy shit. And it all depends where you live too. You get what I mean? Because you know you out in Beverly Hills, everybody like that. So, just saying.
Since she was, the nominee, and I like what I'm reading, and here I've been watching the convention.
Hold on, I want to go back because I want y'all to hear what this lady said because it's annoying me again. Let's move on.
Well, I've been doing research since she was, the nominee, and I like what I'm.
So you didn't do no research on her when she was the fucking vice president of the United States? Are you fucking kidding me, man? Oh, I'm so frustrated with these people. Come on, man. Come on. Did y'all understand what I'm saying now? I started to do research on her. You didn't do anything on her? When she was running for vice president, when her and Biden was running last time? I mean, what the fuck? What the fuck? Tell y'all something. It proves my point of like I told y'all. Okay? Like I told y'all. It is irresponsible. It's embarrassing for these people that are so-called our elders and so talking like they got all this common sense and then they say stupid shit like this. I just started doing research on her. Since she started running. No, you should have did. I knew about Vice President Harris when she was running for president. It wasn't like she wasn't running for president before. You didn't know about her? But these are the same people try to act like they can have these rational conversations with somebody like me. Or these important conversations. You can't. Because you proved to me that you don't really educate yourself. It is no way that these people, we in 2024, this woman ran for president in 2018, 19. And you don't know who the fuck this woman is. She been a vice president for the last 3.5 years. How the fuck you don't know who she is? Let's move on, man. Let's move on, man.
Reading, and here I've been watching the convention, and her speech was just,
Yeah, you full of shit, lady.
sold me.
And Brian,
You full of shit.
you decided on Trump. What about tonight? Because when we met last week, you were undecided.
Undecided.
What about tonight made you decide you would vote for Trump?
Her speech was great. I like how she went into personal history again. It was just not moving for me.
But it made you think that Trump.
It
was
never
better.
moved you from the jump. You fucking op. So he bamboozled CNN down there a whole week. They didn't do no research on this dude for a whole week. It didn't matter what Vice President Harris would have said. It wouldn't have moved you because you are op. Your intentions ain't good. You're not an undecided voter. You're lying. But as fucked up as he is, CNN should be ashamed of themselves. You had a whole week to vet this stupid motherfucker. And then you still... CNN, you should be ashamed of yourself. Let's move on, man.
Trump's a better candidate than her.
He's here for it. He's a little bit more aggressive. She's aggressive in her way, but I think she'll be aggressive in the next term.
So Trump over Harris for you, Harris over
First
Trump
of all, sir, I know you're op, but that's just bullshit. First of all, Trump ain't aggressive. Trump is a puppet for the corporations. So please stop that bullshit. Second of all, sir, what is Trump aggressive on? I mean, the way he disrespects people, disrespects the military, veterans that served, put their life on the line for his monkey ass and your monkey ass and the rest of us. I mean, what is he strong on? The man he's not strong. He's disrespectful. Strong. Yeah, okay. He's strong. Okay. This motherfucker out trying to sit here act like he's genuinely trying to. She's not ready yet. She's not strong. Okay. And shout out to the people that found out he was a op and put his pussy ass on blast. That's why you gotta love the internet. But, you know, it is what it is.
for Trump for most of you. What I will tell you, 75 days now until Election Day. So, Lindsay, you have a few more nights to sleep on it. Thank you all for coming and joining us.
Lindsay, we don't give a fuck. We don't care if you vote or not, bitch. At this point, and that's just where I'm in. People get upset at me for saying that, but I'm dead serious about that. I don't give a fuck if people vote or not. Because like I said, I'm not here to change people's mind. I'm here to wake people the fuck up. That's it. I'm not here to change your mind. If you ain't gonna vote, don't vote. I guarantee you this, though. Waste your vote, don't vote, or vote for a motherfucker that's a racist. I guarantee you the consequences of Trump being elected, you'll find out real quick. It ain't even gonna take a year. It ain't gonna take a year. The fucking Supreme Court is already corrupt with a bunch of racist and coon ass niggas up there. So you can't depend on the Supreme Court anymore. The racists that took over that, I mean, the racists are in that bitch. And they are openly blatant about it. So, don't vote. I'm not sitting there arguing with people. You don't want to vote? Don't vote. I don't give a fuck. You want to go vote for Trump? Go ahead. See what happened to you. And I hope y'all have this same energy when if that motherfucker get elected and the Republicans start fucking this country up and start trying to turn some of y'all to slaves. Because like I said, I'd die before I let a motherfucker turn me into a slave. And I'm going to go out with a bang. I'm just telling you now, there ain't no threat. It's a promise. So I don't give a fuck how people look at it or what they say. Oh, are you threatening? I ain't threatening shit. I'm just telling you, it's a promise. I ain't going out like that. Fuck I look like. You motherfuckers want to sit around here and play with racists. I don't even understand this shit. This ain't even about you being a liberal or a conservative. This ain't got nothing to do with it. We're talking about races here. I don't give a fuck if you're a conservative or liberal or libertarian or you're not you're religious or you're not religious. You're black, white. Play around with racists, and you'll fuck around and find out. Like I said, I'm not here to change anybody's mind. I'm here to wake people up. And if you want to sit there and play these little stupid games and act like you really care about policy, all right, cool. Cool. Keep playing stupid games. Keep on. You'll fuck around and find out. Let's go to a quick commercial break, people. We'll be right back. All right, people, we back from a quick commercial break. Make sure you guys hit the like button, hit the subscribe button, hit the bell button so you guys get the live streams when we go live, people. And if you can, donate to the channel. Go to OBF The Real Cash App and donate to the channel, people. We highly appreciate anything you guys could donate to the channel. Need more information to subscribe and donate to the channel. It's down there scrolling below the screen. Make sure you guys hit the like button when you come in and out of the building, people. And make sure you guys share the videos, man. It keeps the movement pushing. All right, people. Yeah, and as well, wanted y'all to see this. It's just a little like runoff of the merch. You know what I'm saying? It's not gonna fully look like this, but it's a little something that I'm working on. Well, I can say me and my wife working on. So we got this, and make sure, and people, my daughter got her little line coming out with her autism. She got her little hats and shirts that's coming out as well. So I will have the commercials and links and all that stuff so the way y'all guys can go and get some of this merch. You know what I'm saying? Help out the autism people, man. So listen, some of the money that y'all would donate, I mean not donate, but buy from the merch, we will take half of that money and give to an autism group that we trying to help, you know, help them out with autism. So we got a lot of things coming up, people. Hopefully by, like I said, hopefully by the end of September, middle of October, a lot of the merch will be out. We just still working on some of the, you know, the logos or how stuff look and stuff like that. It's, you know, we're still working on it. I'm working on the commercials and stuff like that. So we gonna be out here, people. You know what I mean? A lot of stuff gonna be for a good cause too. You know what I'm saying? Like I said, so, especially as far as my daughter, you know what I mean? Like with her merch and stuff coming out for autism. That's very important. There's a lot of kids that got autism, man. And there's different types of autism too. So make sure y'all listen. I will love that y'all will buy a lot of my merch. But I would very deeply appreciate y'all buy her merch. You know what I'm saying? Because it just doesn't help her. It helps a whole bunch of people. We had a website up and everything for that, so y'all ain't no bullshit with that. But anyway, shout out to my sister Shay. I don't know what that means. She said I was. Shout out to my brother Big Tim in the building. He said deep. Yeah. Shout out to my brother, man. Yeah, man. Let's get back into it, man. Listen. It ain't about, I ain't got time to be changing people's mind. First of all, I don't have the patience for that shit. Believe it or not. So I don't be trying to change people's mind. I just be trying to get people to wake the fuck up. That's it. I ain't trying to change your mind. You don't vote, you will fuck around and find out. I'm just telling y'all, this ain't the time for a lot of that bullshit. Ain't like that time like in 2020. Listen, this shit is deeper than that. And the crazy part about it, and the reason I'm so passionate about it is because I do the research. I pay attention to this shit. I really genuinely do. And I'm telling y'all, if Trump and them Republicans take over, listen, the country is fucked. It's over. I'm just telling you that now. We will be the laughingstock of the fucking world. I'm telling you. This motherfucker and this Republican Party, they want to be Putin and a lot of them dictators so bad. And y'all just ignoring that shit, trying to play stupid games about policies. Look at this nigga policies. This shit don't work. He had 4 years and it proved that it didn't work. The only reason the fucking country ain't go bankrupt in 3 years, when he was, when we had the pandemic, was because of Obama. Obama left them a great fucking economy. And then they was fucking it up by giving tax cuts for the rich and getting rid of regulations and shit where these corporations go around and just do fuck shit. And then when the pandemic happened, shit blew up the way it did. We ain't supposed to blew up that way. The economy shouldn't be this fucked up. Well, it shouldn't have got that fucked up, or we shouldn't have been in this position over a pandemic. Even though the country got shut down, the world got shut down. We should not have been this bad. We was left with a decent economy, and this motherfucker fucked it up. You just ignore that shit. But like I said, I do the research. A lot of motherfuckers don't. So people want to keep questioning stupid shit. I ain't got time for that. That's why I say I ain't trying to change nobody's mind. I ain't trying to get people to vote. Don't vote and fuck around and find out. I'm just trying to wake motherfuckers up. Shout out to my brother Bell in the building. What up, brother Bell? Nobody got time for that shit. First of all, I ain't got the patience. I ain't got the time to be sitting there trying to change people's mind. First of all, that ain't my personality to do that. Fuck out of here. I want you to, if you change your thought process or whatever it is, let it be genuine. Authentic, whatever word. That's on you. That's not on me. I'm just here to get the information and try to wake people up. That's it. You take your own path. Still fuck with you either way. Unless you fucking with racists. I can't rock with you. But let's move on. So this is black voters that we get ready to hear from. And this shit is just as irritating too. Because it's almost seeming like people talking like they got some sense, but they ain't really got no goddamn sense. But let's move on.
Black voter support for the top of the Democratic ticket has increased over the past month. According to two ABC News Washington Post polls, Harris has 78% of the black male vote versus Joe Biden's 72% from July. Trump support has dipped slightly from 19% to 16 percentage points. Now,
And
pundits
let
often-
me just say this. Any black, I'm going to say this once again. Any black person that's voting for Trump, you are a disgrace and an embarrassment to the black community. I ain't going to say you ain't black, but you're a disgrace. You're an embarrassment to us. It ain't no goddamn way you vote for Trump. I'll respect you if you don't vote. More than you motherfuckers out here caping and capping for motherfucking racists. I don't give a fuck if you a Democrat or undecided voter or a Republican. Anybody that's black voting for Donald Trump, you are an embarrassment. And you need to be shunned. Fuck out of here. Nobody, I'm not playing games with stupid people. You putting out kids, you putting out kids' lives in danger with your nonsense. And one thing I don't play around with is the kids. Kenny, love the kids. Don't listen. You motherfuckers playing. Trying to get rich schemes and shit to fuck with conservatives. That's what a lot of them are doing. Especially Candace Owens is definitely doing it. That old Skeletor looking ass bitch. Ask Candace Owens to stop perming her hair and see how nappy that shit look. You gross bitch. You gross. Any black person that side with racists, with Trump in them, you are gross. You are a disappointment, and you should be ashamed of your fucking selves. And you don't represent us. I don't give a fuck how much you say it. I don't give a fuck you say, oh, I'm black. It don't mean shit. It don't mean a motherfucking thing. You are a house nigga. I suppose but he black though. But she black though. So? Fuck out of here. Don't wish harm on you, but don't come over here acting like you speak for us. Speak for coons. I'm just trying to get the black community. No, you ain't trying to get the black community to do shit. We don't fuck with you. And you can try to recruit how many niggas you want. It won't be enough. But anyway, let's move on. Fuck you coons. I'm sick of this shit.
Often talk about these voters, but they don't speak with black male voters often. So this morning, something different, some real talk. I brought together a group of black men, 5 men of different ages, different priorities, different political
Let me say this. This is not real talk. This is stupidity. This is stupidity. I don't even know why black people even speaking at this point. It ain't nothing for us to be talking about. At this point, we shouldn't see no black people talking about this situation, about this election. We voting for Kalama. We voting for Vice President Harris. Nigga, I don't know. Listen. Shout out to Taneet Nasheed. Shout out to him. Shout out to Luke. Both my brothers. Both my OGs. I don't give a fuck what you niggas talking about. I told you, I'm not a pro-black nigga. Because, first of all, my people come first. If you don't know that about me by now, I ain't got to keep telling you that. But I don't have to agree with Taneet Nasheed on this black shit. This pro-black shit. I'm not doing that. But I put my people first. Yes, we should always put our people first because of the behavior of this country. You goddamn right. I agree with him on that part. But I agree with Uncle Luke too. Fuck that shit. We riding with Vice President Harris, nigga. I don't give a fuck about all that other shit she talking about. It ain't the time for it, nigga. What's the solution? We don't do nothing? We hold our vote and then, okay, she lose, and then what? Hey, you think black people ready to go to war? Cause Uncle Luke and you motherfuckers can't even get on the same page. You can't even get unified on simple shit. But you want to go to war? Man, listen, man. I got a lot of respect for the brother Taneem Nasheed. I got a lot of brother for Uncle Luke. But y'all niggas is tripping, man. Y'all niggas is tripping. And what's the debate about? What's the fucking debate about? Is this some sellout ass black people that ain't first generational black folks over here selling black people out? Yes. Is it black people that is not first generation, but ancestral black people that, you know what I mean, from slavery in this country selling us out? Yeah. Both sides are doing the same shit. But the motherfuckers that understand that we gotta, you fighting each other, but the motherfuckers we need to be fighting is the niggas that's selling us out. But anyway, everybody want to be right. No unity, no coming together. We want to beef amongst each other. So-called black on black crime, ain't it? That's all I hear. Anyway, let's move on, man. A bunch of nonsense shit. I don't want to see no fucking debate between them two. Shut the fuck up and get on code, nigga. Both of you niggas talk about getting on code. Get the fuck on code. I don't want to hear that bullshit. Unnecessary talking. We ain't got like I said, we gonna fuck around and find out. Black people. Because I'm telling you, Trump getting it, they coming at us first. It's gonna seem like they fucking with the minorities and the immigrants. Okay. Hopefully at that time, you motherfuckers be prepared for war. Because they gonna come for you. They gonna be all in your houses. See, let's move on, man. Let's move on, man. Let's move on.
Meetings. We watched Harris's historic speech Thursday night, and then we talked about the big issues.
Give me one word to describe her acceptance speech. Anthony, you first.
I would say presidential.
Omar?
Textbook.
Charles?
Political.
Henry?
I would say so.
Hakeem?
Now, mind you, all that little bullshit, other than the one dude, that's with any politician. Trump does the same shit. Act like he gonna stay on script and then go off and do what Trump does. Same old shit. What are you talking about, man? But anyway, but like I said, that dude is a Republican, and a lot of them is fucking probably Republicans. It's just weird shit, man. Anyway.
Inspiration. When she first walked out, she was warm. She was taking it all in, and it felt like she was really enjoying the moment and really having it settle on her with the crowd.
And let me just say this about Vice President Harris and her campaign and what she's doing and what the Democrats do. I like this. I'm tired of being mad. I'm tired of going back and forwards with people and us being so divided. I'm tired of that shit. But at the same time, I don't mind getting down in the dirt. If these motherfuckers gonna act like this. But I'm tired of this shit. I'm tired of arguing with ignorant ass right wingers. You sound stupid. You sound ignorant. You sound bigoted. You sound racist. You sound homophobic, sexist. Nobody want to keep arguing with you about some shit that is none of your fucking business. Just go live your fucking life and shut the fuck up. They talk about other people, minorities and blacks complaining. All you hear is racist ass white people bitching, complaining about nothing that ain't their business. They want to be all in the doctor's room with women and want to know everything about somebody's sex life and all types of goofy shit. Man, I'm tired of it. A lot of people should be tired of this shit. We've been dealing with this shit for almost 10 years. Republicans just been saying all types of crazy, delusional shit. Nobody gives a fuck. Everybody else exists. We know that you racist pieces of shit exist. Go on about your business. Nobody gives a fuck. Just stay away from motherfuckers then. Shit, you got sundown towns. Just go live amongst races. I mean, what the fuck you want us to say? Nobody cares. Like, real motherfuckers don't give a fuck about you racists like that. You just want to be noticed and acknowledged. That's all it is. The internet got you fucked up. Stupid ass son of a bitches. Let's move on. Vote for hers.
I think that the acceptance speech overall, the themes were great. I mean, she talked about the American people, what folks wanted to hear from the middle, about middle class, about anti-Trumpism, and really warning us through fear about what we should expect with a second term of Trump. But she really hit the nail on the head.
I think that she did a great job at galvanizing the American people. Textbook play when it comes to acceptance speech. I think she fell short with.
How is it textbook? Every president's supposed to do that. Oh, I'm sorry. You know who doesn't do that when they get on stage and when they speak? Donald Trump. Don't tell me it's textbook, nigga. Every president that's supposed to be presidential supposed to try to unite the country. That's what they supposed to do. Biden did it. Obama did it. Shit, I even say Bush did it. Clinton did it. But Trump gets in that bitch and divides the country even more. Because we was a little divided, but he took that shit to a whole nother level. Shit, he even divided the Republican Party. They ain't shit. It's supposed to be textbook. Every president's supposed to do that. All the people in the country ain't gonna vote for one fucking candidate. So you, as a president, you have to try to unify. Listen, I know some people that didn't vote for me upset, don't like policies. I'm for all Americans. Every president is supposed to do this. It's not textbook, motherfucker. It's what's supposed to happen if you running for president or you become the president. We got so used to Trump dividing the fucking country, we calling that, oh, that's just normal shit. Of unifying the country? That's not normal at this point. Oh, that's normal textbook shit. What? But anyway, man, I told you, we live in La La Land. America fucked up. We got these so-called educated people, and they're just saying stupid shit. Out they mouth like, that's not normal? Oh, it's normal, it's textbook. No, every president's supposed to say that. What's not normal is what Trump does and the Republican Party does. That shit ain't normal. You ain't never heard a Republican, a Democrat, to try to overthrow a fucking election. It ain't never happened. First of all, it never happened with a Republican. And he ain't a Republican. That motherfucker's a scam artist. But you wanna woosah, man. These motherfuckers get on my nerves, man.
Speaking about economics, and I do understand that her overall speech has to be for the American people, and it's not the time to kind of get a little direct toward what we may want to hear.
I was very surprised that
I'm gonna save what I'm getting ready to say. I'm getting ready to say. I'm gonna save it. I'm so woosah, nigga. Listen, I am so irritated from some of our black folks. Like, let's move on, man. And I'm gonna save it for later what I want to say, cause somebody gonna say something. He's saying it, but somebody's gonna say it real clearly, and it's gonna irritate the fuck out of me even more. So I'm gonna save it. I'm gonna say what I gotta say. Let's move on.
That she did, speak about her father.
At the park, my mother would say, "Stay close." But my father would say, as he smiled, "Run, Kamala, run. Don't be afraid. Don't let anything stop you."
For me, it's all about values as well. For me, I am a black man with a family. And, Anthony made the point about the connection. When for me, mentioning her father, who is a black man, for me.
Who the fuck cares, bro? I don't even give a fuck at this. Like, are we living in fucking Man, I got woosah again, man. Listen. Black folks. It is a lot of mixed breed people. No disrespect to people that's mixed race. That's just my saying. It's a lot of mixed breed people out here. I'm one of them. Okay? I don't move around and act like I'm not black. I don't know what that means. A motherfucker black, he black. You can obviously look at Vice President Harris and see that she got something in her that's black. She got to validate her blackness to black people. Are you fucking kidding me? But this is that slave mentality bullshit. She don't gotta qualify herself as being black. What is being black, nigga? To some of you Negroes, what is being black? Half of you motherfuckers don't even know what it means to just stand up for your people when you're supposed to at the right time. But you question another motherfucker's blackness? Really? Oh, she talked about her father that is black. So? That made you feel good about yourself as a black man, you ignorant nigga? All this so-called intelligence. Listen, people, I grew up with this shit. So I know how black people are. A lot of black people do this shit. Fuck out of here. A lot of black people do this. They question motherfuckers' blackness. Is he really black? Is she really black? Like, motherfucker, then it'd be crazy because half of these motherfuckers don't even know that they mix with shit. That's the crazy shit about it. It ain't a black person in America that's supposed to be a foundational black that ain't mixed with something. You can say Hispanic, you can say whatever it is, definitely white. You mix with something, niggas. That's why you see a lot of black people very dark, brown skinned like me, and very light. The fuck is wrong with y'all? I don't give a fuck if a black person come from Africa, Ghana. I'm not Ghana, but you know what I mean. Haiti, Jamaica. Them niggas is black. They just label Jamaican because the accent is different. That's it. They black. You niggas need to get over that shit. Listen, I understand. Black Americans has put in work. I get that. We put the work in. Motherfuckers can't keep quoting Martin Luther King if you niggas ain't gonna really stand for what he stood for. I'm very sick of this shit. You can't keep questioning niggas' blackness. Seriously. Her black daddy. Because I'm a black man with a family. I know black men out here that's about their people that got a white wife or Mexican wife, an Italian, whatever race. And they bought out people. What the fuck? And they got mixed children. You gonna question their blackness too? What are we doing? That's why I always feel sorry for people that are mixed race. That's very confused. Because black people are, a lot of black people will make you feel like you ain't black. It is worse on outside than it's white folks. Because white people already see them as minorities. And no lie to you, this is the real reason why I love the youth. Because it ain't nothing but older motherfuckers and our elders that does this shit. Young folks, they out, nigga, they good, nigga. They ain't with that shit. Now you got some motherfuckers out here that's young, white folks that's ignorant and racist because they family raising them that way. That's a whole nother different story. But a lot of white minorities and black folks, they young like that, they don't give a fuck about this shit. Niggas out here talking about, oh, yeah, her black daddy and I come from a black family. Nigga, oh, damn. Nigga, I listen, I don't need nobody to make me feel good about being black. What the fuck are we doing here, man? Black people always, a lot of black people always looking for acceptance. Or we gotta accept them. Like in a way, and they ain't doing shit wrong, so they just questioning their blackness. Like you don't even, like motherfucker, you don't even live up to, what is blackness expectations? Cause I guarantee you, and I put money on it, half of you motherfuckers don't live up to it. Of being black. So what the fuck? Just the nerve of people, man. Listen, I was young, yo. I was in those situations. It almost made you have to choose a side to hang around light-skinned black people or dark-skinned black people. Because I'm brown-skinned. I'm not as dark as the dark-skinned black folks, and I'm not as light as the light-skinned black folks. So that's why I always understand biracial people. How stressful that shit is and how hard it is to fit in with black folks. Because they make you choose a side. Nigga, we all one, man. Fuck out of here. Now, if you doing some sucker shit selling us out, that's different. This whole thing, this colorism shit that we've been doing for generations, and it comes from white supremacy. And a lot of our people are still so ignorant that we don't see that. But let's move on.
What makes her black is her father, not an HBCU, not a sorority. And so that's the connection I'm looking for. I was looking to hear more about policy.
First of all,
I think
it
a lot
doesn't
of
matter
us
if
were.
she went to a HBCU or not. It doesn't matter. If I'm not mistaken, Barack ain't go to a HBCU. What the fuck do that matter? I understand what he was trying to say, but it shouldn't even matter doing that. Let me just explain something to you. You know what never happened to Barack? And I'm be real. Black people ain't question him. We ain't question his blackness. And exactly what he's doing, exactly what he did running for president, he did. Vice President Harris has done the same shit he has done. That's why the campaign seem like it's the same. Nobody questioned his blackness, but racist ass white folks. And now in 2024, some black people are sitting out here questioning Vice President Harris' blackness because of a racist ass motherfucker named Donald Trump. Are y'all fucking serious? But like I told you, that's that slave mentality. We questioning if she black. Did she ever say she wasn't black? That's all you need to know. Did she ever denounce her other side of being that's black? Did she ever do that to you? Did she ever say that to you, motherfuckers? No, what are we questioning it for? And you ain't no black person got any rules that saying what is black. None of us. However, we don't even live up to the standards of our ancestors, of their blackness. And you motherfuckers want to question blackness. Yeah, all right, man. Let's move on, man.
A lot of us were. And so I didn't hear a lot about policy as I would have liked.
I did not expect her to speak.
Time out. And I'm going to say it again. It doesn't matter. Like you really care. Because like I said, if you don't know what her policies is, that means you ain't as smart as how you trying to sound like you are. I know her policies. And it's a very, very small portion of why I'm voting for her. And I know her policies. For these people to sit up here and act like she didn't speak about her policies like that. Okay, man. All right, man. You don't give a fuck about no policies, man. People vote for the stupidest reasons in the world. The moment it's staring us right in the face. Listen, let me just explain something. I'm going to be very, very clear about this. I'm not a Democrat, not a Republican. Listen to me very clearly. It is nothing that Vice President Harris can say to make me not vote for her. Unless she said, I ain't black, or some shit like that. I don't like niggas, or something like that. But it ain't nothing else. So I don't know what the fuck everybody he talking about policies for. If you don't know her policies by now, nigga, what the fuck you been doing? She been vice president for years. You think her policy is going to be so way different than Biden's? No. It may be one or two things that she may do differently. Biden would have passed some of the policies that she probably is going to promise to do. If the Republican Party didn't have control of the fucking House and it wasn't, excuse me, if it wasn't a close margin between the Senate and Joe Manchin and Sinema goofy asses wasn't there, those sellouts, Listen, we're paying attention to the presidential shit. Pay attention to your local elections, because that decides your future as well. You want to focus so much. You want to focus on policies. Focus on the policies and the candidates. The candidates' policies that's running for mayors, senate, school boards, senate, all that shit. In your own fucking state. Pay attention to that. Black folks. That's why I told you they ain't that damn bright. These motherfuckers get out here and just be speaking about shit, and they ain't that damn bright. Talk like they got some sense. Not really. This is the real reason I tell people I don't speak about shit that I don't know nothing about. And the reason I don't speak on it is because I don't know the research. I don't know everything about it. But if I'm about 90% about what I'm gonna speak about, I speak about it. Because I never could be 100% about anything. Nobody can. Life doesn't work that way. But goddamn, do the work. At least do that. Just at least do that. Anyway.
Heavy on policy. Very rarely will you ever see a presidential candidate in an acceptance speech or even on a stump speak with details on policies. It's what we do after they get elected and get in office and holding their feet to the fire is where we as Black men and as a Black community have failed. In this time, we cannot fail.
I didn't hear the things.
Listen, and I give him props for that because he's actually right. I don't give a fuck how much she say that she's going to do this and do that. Right? It's when she gets in office. But I guarantee you, once she gets in office, Black people ain't going to do shit. They ain't going to put the pressure on her. Just like they ain't put the pressure on Biden, they ain't put the pressure on Donald Trump. Or Obama. So at the end of his second term, them he ain't do nothing for it. But you was all out here glad, the first Black president, celebrating this shit. My president's Black, Lambo's blue. Seen all you motherfuckers. And then you want to all start talking about policies. He ain't did nothing for Black people. Okay. I ask Black people this one question, because they keep asking why the Democrats and Vice President Harris is not going to make a black bill. Right? Something for Black folks. Fine. What is a black bill that Donald Trump passed in his 4 years that he was in office? Name one. That said, this is for blacks. I'll wait. I'll wait. Stop asking shit that you ain't gonna ask the Republicans to do. It ain't a bill, a policy that you can say, they passed that. It's definitely for black folks. It's a black bill. You ask that from the Democrats and then go side with racists, but don't ask them to do it. I'm being honest. I am so annoyed of this country. This country ain't shit. Because we got a bunch of stupid people that says, and the hypocrisy of some of us, you don't keep the same energy. Well, I'm gonna vote for Trump because Democrats not doing nothing. They ain't been doing nothing for us. But what black bill did they have passed for us? Why would they get our votes and they ain't got a black bill? They ain't got a black bill. They ain't got. Donald Trump has never came out with a plan that said this is a black bill or Republican Party. This is a black bill. The George Floyd bill is still sitting there. And you know why it didn't get passed? Because of Republicans. So you just stop it. It's a must is fucking stupid. Go to a quick commercial break, people. We'll be right back. All right, people, we back from quick commercial break. Make sure you guys hit the like button, hit the subscribe button, hit the bell button so you guys get the live streams when we go live, people. And if you can, donate to the channel. Go to OBF The Real, Cash App, and donate to the channel, people. We highly appreciate anything you guys could donate to the channel. Need more information to subscribe and donate to the channel. It's down there, straight up below the screen. Make sure you guys hit the like button when you come in and out of the building. And make sure you guys share the videos, man. It keeps the movement pushing. And oh, yeah, people, this is just a little thing that I'm coming up with far as the merch. All right, just a little tester. You know what I'm saying? We got some other things. And like I said, my daughter has the autism line coming up too as well that help other autism people. We take half of that money and give it to other autism children. You know what I mean? So that's the movement, people. Hopefully somewhere around like the end of September, middle of October, we have everything so where people can, go and purchase the merch. All right. So, yeah, man. This country's in a bad space. And as black people in the community, we always been in a bad space, but I think we even worse. Because we have too many of I say some of our people pretending that acting like they know what they're talking about, and they're not helping. They're just having opinions. And it seems like we got a lot of black people that ain't that fucking bright about politics, and these people get out and they speak about this shit and mislead the people. Mislead our people. And that shit is disgusting. So, it's sad. It's one thing of the white supremacists doing this, another thing of the politicians doing it, is another thing that we're doing that shit to ourselves. This shit is crazy, bro. But let's move on.
From an economical standpoint that I was looking for. My main question here is that if you happen to get back in office for another 4 years, what are you going to do? You're going to rinse and repeat here. We all pay the exact same for gas and for food. You have families living from paycheck to paycheck.
Excuse me, sir. Because we know you're a Republican the way you talking about a house nigga. Listen to me, sir. We wouldn't be in this situation if the Republicans, your party, and Trump didn't downplay the pandemic and didn't handle the pandemic as well as they did. So don't sit here and throw all that shit on the Democrats. They wasn't in power. And then when they got in power, Biden and his administration with Vice President Harris try to clean this shit up like the Democrats always do. Don't get here preaching ass nigga. You were the party that put us in this situation. You want a big, oh, this shit's so high. But you were the party that put us in this situation. And you still vote for them. You fucking idiot. Don't tell me about no motherfucking prices, nigga. Tell me about nothing. Don't tell me about shit. About the economy, food high. You were the party that put us in this position. Fuck are you talking about? People ignoring that. Or we just gonna blame the Democrats because they in power now. They inherited a fucked up situation because of these Republicans. They mismanaged the fucking pandemic on purpose. On greed. The fuck are we talking about? Listen, I'm having a real problem because I'm so disappointed in people's lack of knowledge. They just ignore what I just said. That shit didn't happen. We're just going to go back to this partisan shit. Oh, no, we're just going to blame the Democrats for what's going on now. No. We are in this position. If you want to complain about gas prices and food shit high, they ain't so high. We are in this position because of Republicans. Why the fuck would we vote for them again? Why would anybody vote for them? They put us in this position. They put the country in this position. They the ones passed the tax cuts. Trillions of dollars. And then when we went through a pandemic, that shit blew up even more. And then they mismanaged the fucking pandemic. Oh, we shouldn't have closed the country down. Get the fuck out of here, man. We the United States of America, bro. We the richest country in the world. And we couldn't manage that pandemic, even though how deadly it was. We couldn't pay our citizens, make sure the economy keep striving. Because we wasn't shut down that long, people. We was shut down for maybe a year. Maybe. So we didn't have a whole year to manage the country. It couldn't function for a whole year. And then shit still was functioning because I went to work. A lot of other people went to fucking work. And you couldn't manage that? No, you know what they did? Remember the PPP loans? You know what they did? They gave a lot of that goddamn money. See, they gave us that little bullshit $2,000, $1,000 here to regular folks like us. They gave the motherfucking corporations millions. Millions of dollars. Nobody wants to talk about that. So for this old goofy ass sellout ass nigga to sit here and try to, oh, shit, hi. We lost money given to billionaires even in the pandemic. They couldn't go a couple of months or a year without no money coming in. But these are billionaires. Trillionaires. Yeah, all right, man. All right. Donald Trump mismanaged the fucking, and Republicans mismanaged the fucking the pandemic. That's why we in the situation we in. That's why I said I don't even want to hear about gas prices and shit like that. You blame the motherfuckers that actually put us in a position, and then I listen to you. But until then, you keep trying to blame Joe Biden and the Democrats for that. Fuck off. Fuck off. Let's move on, man. Amongst the stupid.
Paycheck. Some can't even make it to paycheck.
Anthony, do you believe the polls that show that black men in a substantial way are shifting to former President Trump?
I was in the barbershop today, right? And there's this real kind of resolve that a lot of folks who are younger millennials are having, which is, hey, I make a little bit of money. I want to keep my money, right? And the country has never really worked for black men, so what do I have to lose? And so black men are beginning to vote with their pocketbooks. And I think that's that misguided.
First of all, black men, you ain't got no pocketbooks. First of all, that shit sounds a little homosexual, but anyway, being petty. No disrespect to the gay community. But hey, man. What are you saying? You trying to hold on to what little bit of money? These niggas acting like they made so much money under Trump. You did not. And if you did, you was out here scamming. It's like with the PPP loans. Think about this. If you shut down the country, they should have been on top of them PPP loans and giving all that money out to people. They should have knew where that money was coming from. I mean, not where it coming from, but where they was spending it. They was giving millions and billions of dollars out to shit that, like, people wasn't even saying, oh, this is where the money went. People, we was paying off the NBA. We was paying off the fucking NFL. That's a trillion dollar business. And they couldn't survive? They couldn't survive. All right, man. And people, I understand capitalism. Don't get me twisted. But we was in a pandemic. That capitalism bullshit goes out the window. We in a crisis. And they didn't know how to manage that. And the reason we didn't know how to manage it is because of Trump. It was a deadly virus. They say, oh, we shouldn't have shut down the country. But it was a deadly virus going around and innocent people was going. So you didn't care about the people dying. We should have never shut down the country. You didn't want to wear masks. You didn't want to do social distancing. So, I mean, what? Let's just go. It's a pandemic. It's a virus going around. I mean, what do you want it? What do you want it? But I told y'all, we amongst the stupid in this country. They didn't believe in a pandemic because of the Republicans. Even the Republican voters. They didn't believe in a pandemic because of the Republicans. And niggas on social media lying. They on social media say, hey, I ain't sick. We ain't never seen a virus like that before. So of course shit was going to be new. Of course one shit can work and it can't work. That's what science is. But I'm sorry. We dealing with people that ain't that damn bright and they don't give a fuck about science. So why would I think that they will understand that? Or we need interaction. We need to be around people. And then they tried to blame it on the kids. Oh, the kids got to interact. They got to be around. No, they don't. Kids hardly interact with people anyway, having a fucking time. Other than when they at school, usually when they come home from school, then the motherfuckers playing video games or they by themselves on their phones at home. What the fuck are you talking about? Them kids don't interact like they used to. That's why a lot of kids are very antisocial. And that ain't have shit to do with the pandemic. Kids was already antisocial off of technology. Fuck are we talking about? If I let my daughter play her game, she started off early playing her game all day. From the beginning, she'll play that bitch all day without saying, oh, it's enough, put that game down. If I don't do that. Nigga, we gotta stop her from watching TV sometimes. Because, she always on YouTube and shit. My daughter don't be outside, nigga. Now, when she go outside, she outside. Like, But, nigga, my daughter don't go outside. My daughter right now, upstairs, right above me. She watching YouTube. How much y'all want to bet? Well, actually, y'all ain't got to bet me because I know that's what she doing. My daughter don't come in the motherfucking house and be like, oh, she was at her grandma's house. It ain't like she came back and was like, oh, my mommy, daddy, I want to ride my bike. No, niggas, I just want to go home. Go home, get home, and go do what she do like she normally do. Nigga, and 2 weeks, we be like, oh, no, it's enough for that today. You got to do this, you got to do that. So I see in the summer, nigga, that's all she do. During the school year and some shit like that, because we homeschool, it's different. So she don't be on the internet as much as she will be on it when it's the summertime. But we still do like homeschooling all year round. So she still got like days where she still do homeschool. But it's not as much. Like she usually do 4 or 5 days a week. But in the summer, she may do 2 to 3. Maybe 3. But come on, man. Kids, they try to blame it on the kids. Kids not having interaction with other fucking kids. It's a pandemic, bitch. Just because y'all stupid and ignorant to science and don't believe in science, don't mean that it ain't people that died from this shit. Then 1 minute you don't believe in it, but then the next minute you want to be racist and say, oh, the Chinese, I thought it didn't exist. I thought it wasn't that big of a deal. Why you being racist and disrespectful to the Chinese people? If it ain't real. See, you can't have it both ways, you ignorant racist. And you stupid bigots. If it ain't real, the pandemic wasn't real, the virus ain't real, it ain't like that, well, why you blaming the Chinese? Excuse me. You see the hypocrisy? You see the racism and the bigotry and the stupidity of these stupid motherfuckers? It ain't our fault you don't believe in anything other than Trump. Dumbasses. Let's move on.
Not misguided, but I think the Democratic Party has failed to demonstrate what it has to offer the black man specifically.
I don't want a black man's policy.
First of all, what they offer the black community. Listen, let me say this. You can't keep acting like you believe in Martin Luther King. Because that's not what Martin Luther King stood for. That's not what the civil rights movement was about. Yes, it was about helping our people, of course. But it was about helping others that was somewhat or similar going through what we was going through. That's the civil rights movement. Okay? Now, If you want to come on some Black Panther power shit, Nation of Islam shit, then okay. That'll make more sense to me. But don't ever quote Martin Luther King. Because that's not what Martin Luther King stood for. And like the brother said, because I disagreed with him earlier, but but he right about this. I don't need a black bill. Only black bill I want is reparations, nigga. I don't need no other bill for black folks. Reparations for black, foundational black folks. Fuck out of here. I put it like this: if your ancestors from this country wasn't slaves, you shouldn't get no money. That's how easy it is, and that shit'll work out real quick. Cause there's a lot of black people talking about, I'm black, I've been here for years. My ancestors were slaves. Was they slaves here? Or was they slaves in other black continents and black countries? Because if they was, then you ask them for reparations. That's how we squash that shit. And no disrespect to our brothers and sisters. But no. It should have cleared up real quick. We'll clear this shit up real quick. And for white people to say, well, I never owned slaves, you benefited from it. Especially your mom, white boys. White men. Your mamas did. Your mamas benefited from black pain. Fuck you talking about? All you white motherfuckers, I don't give a fuck you own slaves or not. You benefit off of slavery. If we benefited, well, actually, black people ain't benefit from slavery. That's the crazy shit about it. We didn't benefit from it. White people benefited. Even now, you benefited from slavery. We didn't. Still to this day. And we ain't never been slaves. And we still haven't benefited from it. We ain't benefit from slavery. And I ain't never been a slave. I ain't benefit from it. But white people, you have. This country wouldn't be shit without our ancestors. We supposed to be generational wealthy. Shit, we supposed to have a Rockefeller type fucking black folks. We don't have that in America. The most we look at, what's out shit? Oprah. Jay-Z, Beyonce. LeBron James. Who else? Tyler Perry. That's about 4 or 5 motherfuckers. And they still ain't even close to rich to one of the richest white people in America. They ain't even close to it. We got a white person that's living in this country named Bill Gates, and that motherfucker is a multi billionaire. Fuck are we talking about? Oprah ain't nowhere close to that. All them black people out there, they ain't nowhere close to that. You know how rich Bill Gates is? Let's be real. You know how rich Bill Gates is? Bill Gates sold his country. Sold his company. And that motherfucker ain't worrying about none of that. This motherfucker is still making billions of dollars. And he sold a $1 trillion company. And he's still good. Bill Gates ain't worrying about... Listen, you think Bill Gates is... Listen, shout out to Bill Gates on certain shit. Not all shit. Bill Gates going around the world trying to help people. That motherfucker ain't worrying about paying no bills, nigga. Ever. For the rest of his life. His kids is good. Fuck are we talking about here? Beyonce and them can't say that. Oprah ain't even got no kids. Who the fuck she gonna leave all them billions to? Think about that shit. But she gonna leave to Gail? And probably would. And I wouldn't be mad at her. You know. At least that shit trickled down to black folks. But, you know. Let me tell you something about, like, Tyler Perry and a lot of the rich black people. They don't even want to get married. Because they feel like they got to give half of that shit up. There's only one motherfucker that ain't scared to lose no money. And that's Michael Jordan. And I'm sorry, I put Michael Jordan there. He's a multi-billionaire. Mike got money. Mike gave his ex-wife down there, what, $500 million? Man, that's money, nigga. Tiger Woods, a billionaire. That's what I'm saying. But that's not Bill Gates and a lot of them owners and shit. They own Adidas and Nike. They ain't got that type of money. That's different money. That's different billionaire money. There's levels to that shit. Black people ain't got no shit like that, nigga. Only motherfucker that walk around like he ain't got no money is Michael Jordan. Michael walk around with Wrangler jeans or whatever the fuck he wearing. Like, he don't walk around like he got money. He the only motherfucker. Think about all the other billionaires. The motherfuckers flashy. They got designer shit on. Not Mike. Not Mike. Shout out to Michael Jordan. Not Mike. Not Air Jordan. He don't walk around with all that expensive shit on there. Here and there, he probably got some shit in there. But he don't dress like that. Mike is most likely in his attire of Nike, or you get what I mean? Or he got some Wrangler jeans on or something. Some Hanes or something. Nigga, like I'm telling you, Mike don't dress like that. Mike done took what them white people who have done. Because he been hung around them. Mike good. I remember my motherfuckers talking about, oh, Mike going broke. And no, nigga. No, Michael Jordan ain't gonna go broke. That nigga's shoes will live on to the test of time. That nigga could be dead. When he die, his shoes gonna go up even more. No, nigga. Mike can never be broke. He sold his team. Could it just be that he ain't seeing no profit from it? He tired of losing his money? Remember motherfuckers talking about, oh, Michael Jackson was going broke. Mike could never go broke. Michael Jackson was so rich. He could have lost $1 billion and he still would have been rich. He was a different nigga. Okay? Michael Jackson, Michael Jordan is different niggas. Okay? Oprah, you put her in there. They're different Negroes. They can't go broke. They can lose $1 billion and they still be worth billions of dollars. They different, bro. They are different billionaires. It's not like what happened to Kanye West, goofy ass, where he did all that racist shit he did, and all of a sudden he was worth $1 billion, and then all of a sudden he went down. He only worth now $500 million. No, nigga, no. Listen, Michael Jordan can go on a racist rant, and nigga, he's fine. He still would be worth $1 billion. The least he can make. I mean, the least he could be $1 billion. But he's worth billions. That's different money. No, I never said, shout out to bro Bill. I never said he richer than Bill Gates. But it's different levels of that billionaire shit. That's all I'm saying. Shout out to bro Bill again. Hey, man. Listen, you gotta understand. Because I remember when Mike died. And mother was talking about, Mike ain't had no money. First of all, nigga, his whole thing about him, he was worth billions. Just him. His whole thing. His whole career. It's worth $1 billion. Okay? It's like right now, niggas, like Elvis Presley is worth $1 billion and he's not even alive. His family is fine, nigga. They will never lose no money. They are good. The thing about building on generational wealth is that hopefully somebody in your family can keep that movement moving. That's how motherfuckers become trillionaires, right? Because you got to have somebody else in your family that can help that movement. Because when you dead and gone, or when you out the business, you got to have somebody else that can move like you move and be as big or close to being as big as you. You get what I mean? So that's what helps generational wealth, right? For black folks, I say. White folks ain't got to do that. A lot of white folks ain't got to do that shit. Like Bill Gates, his kids will never have to worry about being creative for nothing. All they got to do is the generational wealth that they got, invest it right. Shit, they can invest in other countries and still keep investments and still keep they generational wealth going. That's all they got to do. That's how easy. They ain't got to work, nigga. They ain't got to create nothing. That's how rich Bill Gates is. That's how rich his kids is. That's generational wealth, bro. They do not have to do shit. Just all they got, one thing they got, just invested in a company. Invest in the stock market. And they'll be fine. They don't have to work, nigga. They don't have to create nothing. That's how rich Bill Gates is. Listen, I ain't, shout out to my brother talking in the building. Listen, it ain't about, this ain't the question if Elvis Presley was a racist or whatever. I'm just speaking facts on wealth. Black people don't really understand what generational wealth is. Generational wealth is if you leave shit, right, and all your kids gotta do is just, they ain't gotta work a day in their life. All they got to do is take what you left them, and they invest it somewhere else to make more millions and billions. That's all they got to do, and they just use your name. That's generational wealth. Honestly, that's genuinely what that shit is. Your kids should never, like, it's like Donald Trump. He's a generational wealthy kid. Donald Trump have never worked a day in his life. All he does is invest, spend money. That's all he does. Scam people. I mean, we talk about that. That's a whole nother different story. But you gotta understand what I'm saying? Like, even Ivanka Trump, she never worked a day in her fucking life. She started out being a model. And that's because Trump pushed it for her to get her in them doors. He knocked down the doors for her. That's generational wealth. That Ivanka Trump ain't got to work another fucking day in her life, nigga. She's worth millions of dollars. Her husband is worth millions of dollars. And I ain't talking about little millions of dollars. I'm talking about shit. Them together is worth billions. They don't have to work. They ain't work no 9-to-5 job, bro. Stop. They kids, Trump kids, Ivanka kids, all that. Nigga, they got a Trump name. The bad part about it is Trump may fuck that name up so bad that it's going to be very, very hard for them to, you get what I mean? So, that motherfuckers may not want to deal with him. But like I said, money talks too. So, they probably still can move. And they might be better than Trump. The grandkids and all them grow up, they might be better than Ivanka and all them. You know what I'm saying? Hopefully. God willing, they be better than even Ivanka and the rest of them motherfucking kids. I mean, the rest of the Trump kids. Hopefully they be better than their uncles and shit. You get what I mean? Their mothers and fathers. Hopefully they be better. But yeah, they ain't got to worry about nothing. And you have to understand, it's an insurance policy on Trump. So they're going to be left with millions of dollars, bro. Trying to tell y'all, man. They will be fine. Trump grandkids and shit like that, great grandkids, they going to be fine, bro. They're going to be fine. As bad as he out here making them look, they're them his grandkids and great grandkids, they gonna be fine, bro. They gonna be fine. It's an insurance policy on that nigga. Trump going, listen, I don't wish this on him. Trump gonna grade die soon. And the reason I say that is because some fat, not because he older. Because karma will come back on. Look, some people that do bad shit, they live a long time. But there's a reason for them to be here. Because we need to learn from bad behavior and bad people. That's why God have these people sticking around this long. Honestly. Believe it or not. That's why the big man keeps them around. Because we supposed to learn from not doing this type of shit. You know what I mean? All that money, all the popularity that Trump got, the narcissism, all that shit. We supposed to learn from not to be like that. And I think a lot of Americans don't understand that. That's why they keep voting for this stupid son of a bitch, or they siding with him, because they ain't good people. But like I said, that's why I don't live like in this doom fantasy, right? Not a fantasy, but I don't live in this doom reality of like I'm mad and sad all the time. I believe in karma, and I actually do believe in the higher power. Listen, man, that shit will come back on you. It ain't when we want it. Oh, that shit should have happened to Trump. He's so horrible. No, nigga, it'll come around when it comes around. Like I said, two things can happen in this election. If Trump loses, that's his karma. Because he going to jail. He going to jail. I'm telling you that now. If he lose, he knows that. His people know that. His family know that. He going to jail if he lose this election. The other part is if he wins. It's testing us as people, as human beings, if he wins. So that's how I look at that. I don't look at it as like this doom and shit like that. I speak on like how bad it will be when he get in there, but listen, I told you, I come from the streets. I ain't scared to die. I ain't supposed to live this long, so I ain't scared of death. I ain't scared of no war. I ain't scared to go into war with racists. That shit, you know what I mean? Like, so that's not me. But yeah, that's how I look at it. If Trump wins, I know, I put it like this to make it very clear. Just my perspective on this. If Trump wins, I know I'm a die right sooner than I thought I would. Just me. Hopefully I'm wrong, but you know, I'm gonna die. I can't be no slave, bro. I don't do good with people telling me what I can and can't do. You know what I mean? So, I'm gonna die. Much younger than I thought. You know what I mean? And like I said, I ain't gonna say I wouldn't care, but I wouldn't care that much because, some fact, I didn't think I would live this long anyway, so I'm good with it. So I don't have no fear. That's why I say, I ain't afraid to die. I ain't supposed to be here this long anyway. So at least I'm dying for something that's real. So that's my thought process. So if Trump wins, I'm preparing to die. Because y'all think I'm hyper doing this? I'm telling y'all. It will be very hard to travel. You ain't gonna want to go certain place. I'm telling y'all. I'm just being real. And if they pass federal shit like that, it's gonna be hard, bro. It's gonna be hard to live. That white nationalist, Christian nationalist bullshit, that shit is real. They will change how America is. I'm telling y'all. Man, in America ain't all that great to black folks. But I'm telling y'all, it will go back to what our ancestors was going through. And I'm telling y'all can play around with that shit. Don't want to vote, want to keep questioning. Listen, I'd rather deal with her than to deal with him. I'd rather deal with the Democrat Party than to deal with the Republican Party. On real talk. And I'm optimistic with Vice President Harris. I think for me, yeah, she a politician, but I think that what happened to Biden, of black people kind of a lot of them turn their back on him, and that's why they made the switch to her. I think she don't want to do that. She ain't gonna want to go through that. And her because look, you got 4 years, and I guarantee you, she's not gonna want to deal with Biden dealt with. I'm telling you. And so I think she gonna be on that shit. She gonna be sitting down with black people, and that's the thing. I think the one thing about her, I think that she learned from even Obama. You're gonna have to sit down with black folks. You're gonna have to do some shit that we ask you to do or push it. You know what I mean? She gonna have to do that. Cause she won't listen. If we vote her in there, she won't win the next election if she don't fuck with black people. And she don't do some of the shit that we want her to do. That's why I said we got to push her. When she get in there, we got to push her and continue to keep pushing her. And letting her know, you ain't getting shit done for us, and it needs to be out there. And social media is bigger than what it was with Barack Obama back in the day, so we can get her ass more. And they watch social media. Her campaign, all that shit. Why you think Biden stepped down? It wasn't because of the Democrats. No, nigga, it was because of social media. It's because of people. So we can put that same fucking pressure on her. Listen, we're not voting for you if you're not going to do that shit. And hopefully we get a better candidate, like somebody step up and say, oh, no, she ain't doing it. All right, cool. We're going to rock with it. That's going to put her on defense. I'm telling you. We should never make, when she get in that motherfucker, she should never feel comfortable. We have to do that to her. And love to her. But we can't allow another black person to get in office and not do nothing. And I don't mean just only doing everything for black folks. I'm saying she has to do something that really impacts black people. Like, listen, the only reason, excuse me, the only reason, because people keep thinking this, right? Because black people want this, reparations. We want that, right? You keep acting like that shit is popular in the country. It's actually not. For black people to get reparations. It's actually not. It's only popular with black folks. It's not popular with other races of people. So for her to come out and say, oh, I'm going to do reparations. No. You know what she do? She get in that bitch. Don't speak about it now. She get in that motherfucker. Black people push her. Hey, what's about these reparations? Come on now. So as if they got the House and the Senate, that shit should get passed. And we keep pushing her. And we tell her, you don't pass that shit, and you don't push the Democrats to do it, then we ain't voting for you. You got the opportunity to push that shit. We need that. With economy. Fuck the economy. You keep giving all the motherfucking money to other countries. You gave billions of fucking dollars to Ukraine. And I understand what they're going through. Well, what about us? We've been suffering for years. You gotta push her on that. And if she keep giving us that bullshit, well, you know what? Vice President Harris, you ain't got to worry about us. See, black people got to strategize, right? Let her get in there. I guarantee you. We ain't voting for you. We tell you. And use our votes as a weapon. See, we got to get her ass in there. And if she fuck up, okay, cool. Fuck up. No, listen. It is what it is. You ain't helping us out. You ain't doing shit for us. There's only one black bill you can give black people, and that's reparations. That's our only black bill. All that other shit is to help everybody. Let's just be real. It helps us, but it helps everybody else. One black bill is reparations. That's it. Now, I tell black people this. If you're serious about reparations, that's how you got to do that. Because regardless if Trump wins or not, racists are going to be upset. They're going to flip out. There's going to be chaos. I guarantee you it will. The problem is, well, the difference will be, it ain't the Trump administration. It's a Biden administration. They gonna jump on that shit. I'm telling you.
I don't want a black man's policy. I want a policy that's going to be applied across the board. And since I'm black, I can benefit from it and understand capitalism and understand how to navigate. We're never going to get a black man's policy.
Henry, you wanted to hear a message that you said was not through the language of social justice. What does that mean?
There's more to black men than social justice and these problems with police. I just feel like a lot of politicians, they feel like the only way to talk to black men is through that language about social justice.
This cycle, they are leaning into her experience as a prosecutor.
I think that is net positive. I mean, there's nothing that anyone can say to make me feel as though I have more in common with Donald Trump than Kamala Harris. But this has become the center because of its relationship to black men and this idea that we can sever black men from Kamala Harris if we just say she puts us in jail. And I feel like that's like a complete fallacy.
What is the relevance of sex here? Sexism is as pervasive in this country as racism is. You think it's going to hurt her with voters, men, black men specifically?
You know, the black community, for us, we're used to women being in leadership. So for us, I don't think it's going to be a big
First
deal.
of all, that ain't true. That's a lie. That's a lie. That is a lie. A lot of black men are very, very sexist, especially our elders, especially some of our youth. That's not true. We are very, very sexist because we was raised that way. So that's not true. I didn't seen black men don't respect black women when they're in power. Seen it. I didn't seen black women get in power because they know that black men is going to be sexist and disrespectful to them or don't show them the proper respect that they would show a black man in power. So they be extra harsh. Right? I have seen that shit. So no. That's not true. Black men are not. We just as sexist as black. A lot of black men are just as sexist as white men. That is not true. I have just seen this shit straight up. So it's a lie. You know, maybe for you, you may feel that way. Maybe for me, I'm not sexist in that way. But to say overall black people, black men, no. To be real, black men are very overprotective of black women, a nice percentage of it. But we're more higher of sex. We don't listen. A lot of black men are not as supportive. We don't support black women like we supposed to. We're not as supportive. We're not. Fucking off a little bit. Supportive. We're not supportive of black women like that. No, we're not. We're not. That's not true. That's why you see a lot of that feminist movement. That's why you see a lot of black women whoring themselves. Trying to be like, oh, we like y'all. If y'all do it, we can do it. Like, that's that shit. That comes from black men a lot of our black men being very, very sexist. telling black women, stay in your place. You can't do what I can do. There's some shit they can do that we can do. Can they do everything that we can do? No. Just like it's some shit we can't do that they can do. A lot of black men hasn't came to that conclusion yet because we've been raised to be sexist. Let's just be real. This ain't got nothing to do fully with white folks. It's just black folks, black men. Stop lying. That's why we look at women as hoes. Stop that. Like, please stop. Stop pretending that we celebrate black women or we ride with black women like that. No, we don't. No, we don't. No, we don't. Stop. And if a lot of black men be honest with themselves, no, we don't. We disrespect black women. We think we more superior than them because a lot of us been raised that way. We've been raised sexist. The fuck are you talking about? Fuck out of here. The only one thing I can say about black men, a lot of us are very overprotective of black women, though. I can say that. You know what I mean? And I'm only speaking for the black men that's like me. But there's a lot of black men that ain't overprotective. They'll watch us sit there and see a black woman get her ass whipped from another black man. And I ain't gonna say nothing about that. I'm gonna turn my head. Yeah, you niggas do that. The fuck out of here. That's not true. A lot of black men get jealous when they see black women in power. These are facts. So to sit here and act like, oh, no, we do. No, we don't do that. A lot of us don't do that. We don't support black women like we supposed to. They've been raising our kids. They've been raising a lot of us without fathers. Not all their fault. You know what I mean? And not all our fault. Right? But they have been doing it for years and generations. And we don't put respect on their name. Listen, that's why black women are lower than white women. You know why a lot of black men fuck with a lot of white women? Even though, listen, let me put it this way. Not saying all, but some. Some white women fuck with black men because it's an infatuation, right? But the other part is that black man buying that woman, that white woman being submissive in a way, right? She fits his narrative because even though he's been oppressed too as well, but he's still a man. And that white woman still shows him that he's still a man. That's why you see a lot of these niggas go and fuck with these white women. When he sees a black woman that's proud being black and standing on her shit, it's a threat to him. That's a lot of black men. Honestly. And listen, people, it is black women that do the same shit. But more black men do that shit more than black women do. We'll go fuck with the opposite sex because we want to fuck with that because they more submissive to us. Because that's how we was raised. And now that we see black women getting empowered in a way, that shit is a threat to us. I said something to my wife earlier today, right? Black woman. I said to her, hey, you don't act like we got that relationship of like I own you or something. You ain't gotta run anything part of me. I was joking, but I wasn't joking. I'm grateful that my wife is independent and strong. And I'm glad she do shit. And she do a lot of shit. Cause I ain't built for it. Right? That's what happened when you respect your spouse. You respect your black woman. Your black woman respect you. She keep running shit past me. I don't give a fuck about that shit. Go and do what you gotta do. I got you. That's a real relationship sometimes. Cause sometimes I don't need my wife to run shit past me. Just do what you gotta do. I know I trust you. I love you enough. And I know you got the best interests of us and the family. Don't need her to run that shit past me. Yo, there's some black men that be like, oh yeah, man, my wife run that shit past me, nigga. That's how that goes. Nah, I don't need that. I don't need my wife. I tell her all the time, I need you to run everything past me. I trust you. See, that's happening with you trust that black woman. I trust my black queen. I trust her. So she ain't got to run anything by me because I know she going to do right by the family. You know what I mean? I step in when I need to step in. I tell my wife this all the time. I like, listen, run that shit, babe. I come in when you need me. It used to be a man's world. It's a woman's world. Run that shit, babe. I got you. Shit go left, I got you. I love that my woman leads in a lot of shit. But you get a lot of these niggas that have been raised to be, you know, sexist ass niggas. They don't understand what I'm talking about. And my wife make great decisions because she's intelligent. I respect who she is. And you ride with that. I say for me, I ride with that. I love that my wife is independent. I love my wife that she's intelligent. I love that my wife knows more certain shit than I do. Nigga, I like to be cool as a black man. Going through, nigga, I'm a black man in America. I got a lot of stress going on. Nigga, for my wife to take some of that stress off of me, for some of that shit that I would have to deal with if I wanted to be in control, be the sexist nigga. No, she take that. That's why I respect women. Good women. Especially good black women. Nigga, my wife is the best. She does that, nigga. I don't have to sit around. I don't have to worry about shit. Like a lot of motherfucking black men worry about what your woman gonna do this and gonna do that. No, my woman gonna my wife gonna make the best decisions for her family. Not just for me. Nigga, she gonna make the best decisions for us. Not even for herself. Just for us. You want a woman like that. Ain't about her. This shit ain't about me. It's about us. We're a unit. Only thing that she run past me, honestly, is my daughter. That's it. A lot of shit. I mean, I'm not saying she don't run nothing past me about other shit. I don't. Some shit I tell her I don't really care. Make that decision on your own. I trust you. Make that decision. But a lot of decisions with my daughter, no. We run that past each other, nigga. We don't play those games like that. When it comes to my daughter, we don't play those games. No, run that shit. No, we gonna run that. My daughter's is the best thing that ever happened to us. Other than us. Happened to each other. You feel me? So my daughter's the best thing that ever happened to either one of us. So that's our life. You get what I mean? At the end of the day, we love each other, of course. wouldn't be together this long. We ain't together because of my daughter, right? But my daughter don't. She didn't bring no negative to that. She brought a positive thing to that. People look at their kids. Oh, kid come. Yeah, it made shit stressful. No, not for me. No lie to you. When my daughter was born, it actually helped our relationship. Cause we was in the ditch a little bit, like shit was a little fucked up. You know what I mean? We was going through some stupid shit. Now we don't argue about that stupid shit. Don't give a fuck about that stupid shit. Cause a part of her was unhappy because we didn't have a kid. Right? The other part of me, I can say for me, just for me, I did not like how aggressive my wife was. But my empathy showed more. Her aggressiveness slowed down once my daughter came. And we like on the same page now. So we don't beef about shit that we would normally beef about. We actually make jokes and joke about it now. We don't, you get what I mean? So I ain't gonna say we don't argue. Nigga, that's in the relationship. You gonna argue, you gonna disagree on some shit. That happens. That's a relationship. But like I said, that woman loved me probably more than I love myself. And I love her probably more than she know that I love her. That she love herself. You know what I mean? But my daughter is our connection. You know what I mean? That's my daughter was the thing that brought us together. Like we was together, but wasn't together. My daughter was what brought us together. So well, we good. You gonna rock this shit out? Yeah, we gonna rock this shit out. We got our flaws. Let's work on them flaws. What you don't like? All right, I changed some of it. Or what you don't like, babe? I changed. All right, cool. I changed on it. I try to do something different. Try to be better. You know what I mean? Like my daughter was what we needed to make our unit strong. And we strong, nigga. My wife is the love of my life. She always been the love of my life, but you know, you can fuck up and do stupid shit and act stupid and say stupid shit and it can fuck your relationship up. So my wife was always there for me, but I think my daughter came in, we had a purpose. You know what I mean? I always tell people, you gotta have a purpose. Our purpose is always we gotta be happy, me and you, right? Because if we ain't happy, she ain't gonna be happy, right? So it starts off with her, of our happiness. What you happy about? All right, what you want? What you need? I say this all the time. My wife, her needs is that she wanna move. She want that house. She want that you know how somebody want that, you know, the house that they always wanted, they always thought about. She want that. And I told my wife, I told her, I keep telling her, my wife is very picky. She keep trying to blame it on me of like I'm picky, but I'm not very picky. I like what she like. That's our relationship. I love what my wife like. If my wife is good, I'm good. If my daughter good, she good. Like I go upstairs right now. Boo, you good? Nah, I'm good, Dad. Okay, cool. If she good, I'm good. If they ain't good, then it's a problem. But my wife always thinking like, oh, I need to. I told her, I say, It's only 3 things I give a fuck about. I get in the house about. The area. What's the second shit? The rooms. Like how many rooms we have. I need 5 rooms. This is supposed to be our dream house. So, cause we ain't moving out of this. Ain't no more moving, nigga. I don't give a fuck how rich I get. Nigga, I'll buy a house next door or something. Like, you know what I mean? So if that happened that way, like, you know what I mean? So, no. I said, this is going to be our dream house. So, she said, so that's the second thing. And the third thing is the backyard. I need space. That's it. I don't give a fuck how in the house will look. That's on her. I said, baby, you already know my shit, but I'm on. She's like, okay. So you don't care about nothing else? No. Why would I lie to you? Have I lied to you? No. Okay, cool. I don't lie. Like, you know what I mean? You don't need me to give a fuck about the inside of the house like that. I don't really give a fuck. I'll just give a fuck about those 3 things. The area. What's the other thing I said? I said the area, how many rooms we have in the house, and the backyard. That's all I care about. I need a nice backyard. You know what I mean? That's it. I need a nice big backyard. That's it. I don't give a fuck about a lot of shit. I said, you ain't got to keep showing me shit. I don't care. Tell me about those 3 things. That's all I care about. And listen, I always try to tell women this too. Men are very simple. We're not that complicated like that. And even me and my wife been together for this long, you know, she still don't understand that. I'm not complicated. And as I get older and older, I'm not as complicated. I don't give a fuck about a lot of shit that she care about. I really don't. Or she would think I would care about. Not what she don't care about, but she think I would care about. I don't care. The designs or whatever, all that shit in the house. Hey, babe, you gonna do all that shit anyway. When we get a dream house, I don't really give a fuck about that shit. She gonna design it. Shit, listen, if we bought a house, right, got the house or whatever, it's still gonna be shit in that motherfucker. As soon as my wife, we move there, right? My wife is gonna be like, I don't like that. I want to switch that. I already know that about her. So it's like, even if I say, yo, I like this shit, my wife is gonna come in there and say, nah, I want to change that and want to do this shit. Even in the dream house we got, I know that she want to do that. I know she gonna do that. So why the fuck would I give a fuck about how the inside look? And she gonna switch it up. That's how my wife is. I know my wife. I know how she gonna do that. But anyway, let's move on, people.
Big deal.
I would say that I agree and disagree. I think it may be a problem because a lot of African American business, particular black male business, feel a little threatened because there's a huge movement when it comes to black woman business. And so, number one, we shouldn't let them divide us that particular way.
But that's that slave mentality. And I'm going to leave it as that. Because I don't want to go on no more with this bullshit. I don't want to go no more on it. Because he proved my point of what I said. It is black men, even black owned business. Matter of fact, no, I want him to go some more. It is black brothers that own businesses that got that mentality of sexism in them. They don't like to see black women growing over them. They don't like to see them being successful. And the bad part about it, why you see a lot of these black women, right? that act like they don't need a man, or they got this high expectations of men, it's because of niggas like them. You gotta build a nigga just like a dude. If you worth something, you gotta build a woman. You understand what I'm saying? You gotta build a black woman's confidence. If her confidence, if you fuck with a black woman and her confidence is low, you gotta build that shit. It's like a black man. His confidence is very low. He ain't got a lot of shit. That black woman that got it, she gotta wanna build that. She gotta wanna build his confidence up. She gotta wanna build him. But if we sitting there getting mad because we see successful black women, oh nah, I don't like that shit. Like that. I don't like that shit. That black woman will turn her back on you. Because she feel like you hate. That's why you see a lot of our black women or black men. Let's go for black women too. You see our black men and then our black women fucking with the other sex. You see them with white men or white women. It's because of you niggas being ignorant. Some of you niggas being ignorant. Stop it. Let black women shine. And nigga, ride that coattail. You can still be who you are, but she might be bigger than you. Come on. How has she been bigger hurting your self-esteem, nigga? Listen, I'll be real about this. I'm gonna be honest with y'all. Understand something. My wife, and I love this about her when it comes to me. My wife will never allow me not to feel like a man. That's my husband. But if she think that I'm fucking up or I'm doing some shit that ain't out of pocket, then she will take over. And it's vice versa with her. If I think she fucking up, she going some shit. I have done it before. I stopped my wife from going to jail. And she was pregnant at the time. So, nigga, that shit go both ways. But you have to respect your spouse. You have to respect that black woman. That black woman gotta respect you. My wife, come on, man. You gotta understand, I'm a former street nigga. And I have did a lot of ignorant shit. And if it wasn't for my wife, nigga, I don't think part of me, I wouldn't be here. A nice percentage, I would not be here. If it wasn't for my wife. Having my back. Shit, my wife had to bail me out of jail. Nigga, we done been through this shit. We done grind. My motherfucking wife was a correctional officer. At her time when I got arrested. And I'm not for sure if it was a family member or it was somebody she knew. She was like, oh, call whoever knew my wife. Called my wife and was like, hey, you know your husband down here? Right. Oh, yeah. Make sure he don't do this and go upstairs with a blah, blah, blah. I'm going to get him out if I got to bail him out or whatever. They had to bail me out because I got on my own recon. But my wife was willing to do that for me. When I knew that, nigga. And I'm talking about, I was in my 20s. I had just got my license too. I was probably about 28. And my wife was like, oh yeah, I'm gonna get this nigga out of jail. She was gonna get me out of jail, nigga. I knew that for a fact. So, you know what I mean? At the time, I didn't know that because I'm wilding, acting crazy. But I look back on it now. and having a conversation with my wife about that. She was like, oh, nigga, I was getting you out of jail. You my man. And you was making me look bad, nigga. You know what I'm saying? 'Cause my wife was a correctional officer. So, yeah, man. Like, listen, people, you have to understand something. Being black is one thing, right? The other thing is that being a black couple is another thing, right? There was some shit that I've had conversation with my wife about. There's certain shit that black people don't do. I remember when, just recently, and I probably talked about this before, but I remember my wife, you know, I don't know if she forgot or whatever it was, but my daughter, she was in a summer camp. And in a summer camp, they got all these trips and shit like that. And they was like, oh, we can take the kids down to the Ravens Stadium. And I said, no. That's not happening. And my wife was like, you gonna stop her from? Yes. We don't support that. Well, I think I don't. No, fuck that. Now, we beef for a minute. Now, mind you, we beef with that shit for a minute, and I thought my wife was still gonna allow her to go. Right? Because this is a decision between me and her. And we just was beefing, you know, we was going back and forth about it. But at the end of the day, my wife made the right decision. It wasn't even me. She was like, no. My husband said no. That shit ain't happening. And she didn't let my daughter go. Listen, I respect my wife, and we go at it or whatever. And we listen. If my daughter went that shit, or we the beef. But I said my piece. I said what I had to say, and I told her it was going to be an issue. But it was her decision. Like, you know what I mean? But I told her it was going to be an issue between me and you. But she did it. She did what she did. You know what I mean? I didn't stop her from not doing it with my daughter or nothing like that. I didn't like that shit. You know what I mean? We don't support the NFL. Not in this house. Not in this house or outside of this house. And you know, memorabilia, none of that shit. No motherfuckers, you know, none of that. And listen, in the Ravens, I support the Ravens, but I can't support you financially, and I won't support you in any other way. So, no. Not what happened to Colin. I ain't seen no change. You know what I mean? I ain't seen no change. So, no. So, I don't fuck with the NFL. And my wife was like, you still on that? I said, yes. She did what she did. We all good. But that's how I know that woman loved me. And she understood. It's not she's scared, because she could have did what she did. She respected me. We ain't doing that shit. She didn't look at it from my point of view at first. She kept looking at it, oh, it's her daughter, just get the experience and all that. No, babe. I don't teach my kid that. And she was like, what? I was like, yeah, no. I don't want my daughter thinking that it's okay to ride with some shit that's against our people. And she understood it, but she didn't look at it the way I looked at it. She looked at it was like, she young, she don't get it. That's not the fucking point. And then, like I said, my daughter's 8. No, she will remember that. But I let my wife, my beautiful black queen, make that decision too. Because if she would have did it, we would have had a problem. You get what I mean? Don't get that shit twisted. We would have had a problem. But, she did what she did, but I let her make that decision. I let my wife make that. That's how much I trust her and I respect her. Make that decision. Don't get it misunderstood. I understood what she was saying and where she was coming from. It's a thing, but I said, babe, we teaching our child to stand up for what's right. We get them young. We don't let them just because everybody else doing some shit. We do this shit because we know it's right. You don't support the NFL, do you? No. Okay. Fuck we talking about here? But like I said, I had to let my wife make that decision. She ain't scared of me. It ain't no shit or no man made the decision. You being a man and all. No, nigga. I let her make that decision. My wife made that fucking decision. She already knew where I stood. It was what it was. Now, I didn't threaten her, no shit like that, but she already knew where I was standing if that shit happened. That's a real talk. But my wife made that decision. And she made that decision because she was saying, you right. Because we raise our kid on some righteous shit. We raising our kid on standing for our people. That's why we don't support the NFL. And I ain't saying none of them brothers that she could have met down there, right? Or with the Ravens, they horrible brothers. But no, we can't support that shit, bro. We support you. You good. But we can't do that type of support. And I didn't make that decision. My wife made the final decision. That's how much you're supposed to trust your black woman. If she fuck with you, she ride with you like that. And she respect you that way. Because if my wife didn't respect me, nigga, she probably would have went on with that bullshit. It wasn't just about, oh, you just get, it's an experience for her. No, it's not about that. And the crazy shit about it, my daughter ain't give a fuck about that shit. That's the crazy shit about it. My daughter didn't care. She ain't into football and she ain't in that shit like that. It was just some shit like that on a trip. She ain't give a fuck about that shit. I know my daughter get ready to come up. She want to go to this shit on her birthday. That shit mean more to her than anything. She ain't give a fuck about that shit. My whole point to everybody is this. Me and my wife been together for over 20-something years. And it is black men. Not all, but some of y'all are sexist. And you don't even know it. We vote for Vice President Harris. And you don't want to vote for her because she a woman. But you'll vote for Trump because he a man. And you'll lie and say, oh, no, I'm not doing that. Yeah, you lying. Listen. And then some of you black men get upset. She not married to a black man, though. Listen. I got plenty of family members, plenty of friends of mine that ain't married to black men. And they're about our people. And like I said, if you gonna hold that against her, and she ain't married to a black man or whatever that is, right? Okay, that's fine. Part of that, the problem with that is, so you're gonna vote for Trump? That's a racist, or you not gonna vote because she ain't married to a black man? How that make sense? Tell me how it makes sense. I seen a nigga on one of them YouTube things, and they're talking about he got falsely accused and some shit like that. Nigga, there's a whole bunch of niggas out here like that. Okay? But I did the research. Listen, my brother, that's fine. You see, she did what she did, right? What about this Central Park 5? What Trump did? Yeah, no problem with that. You'll vote for Trump, though. Because he had power. Just like she did. I mean, you don't care about that, though. It's only about the black woman that did it. And like I said, I can break that shit down, but I'm not going to do that. Because it's irrelevant. Because a lot of black men, if you vote for Trump, you only voting for Trump because you niggas are afraid of black women. That's all it's about. You don't really give a fuck about nothing else. You man, because the black women, and because they women too, because a lot of y'all are a bunch of sexists. Oh, this black woman being in control. Nigga, please. You might as well say your mama ain't shit. She raised you, didn't she? Or she helped raise you, didn't she? You ignore your mama. Your mama ain't shit. You know the crazy shit about it, though, people? And I'm going to leave it as this. Right? I'm a mama's boy. Regardless, I don't get along with my mama or something like that. And I'm probably more closer to my dad than my mama. But I ain't closer to either one of them. But not like I'm supposed to be. But I'm probably more close to my dad, though, than my mom. At this point in my life. Nigga. I'm a mama's boy. But I'm closer to my dad more because my mom on some bullshit. So it ain't got none of her. And I was raised around nothing but women. Nothing but women. That's why I understand women. That's why I understand my wife in a way. That's why our relationship works, because I understand women. Not fully, of course not, but I understand women in a way. So I don't need to sit here and prove to niggas, oh you just caping for women. You're a sucking nigga. Okay, cool. I'll tell you this though. I don't like a lot of women, period, that's on that fuck shit. I don't like hoes. So tell me I'm tripping. Since I'm all about women. I don't like hoes, nigga. But you think that. Because you niggas want to be. Ain't no way a woman can, and I'll leave it as this, and I'm out. There's no way impossible that any woman can ever change my perspective of love for our people. In that way of like how y'all think. Well, cause she a woman, you change your respect because she a woman. No. I love black folks. I love our black women. I love our black men. You know what I mean? I love our people. There ain't nothing that a black woman can do that. We got sellout black men. We got sellout black coon niggas. What the fuck that means to me? I'm a fair nigga. The problem is a lot of y'all ain't fair. So that's the issue. That's the issue. Can't blame that on me. Can't put that on me, nigga. No. I think, listen, if you're a black woman and you sell black men out, I don't fuck with you. I don't fuck with Candace Owens. Everybody knows that. If you're a sellout ass nigga, like, what's his name? Bram Tatum. What the fuck they gotta do with black men and black women? On some sex shit. No, nigga, if anybody sell out black people, I got a problem with. Got nothing to do with anything. But anyway. Let's move on, man. My whole point is, and I believe it is this, and I'm out. I love black women. Black women is the future of what we need to be doing. But at the same time, they got to be the right black women, too. Some of you black women are whores. And that's just is what it is. Some of y'all whores. And I never lie about that. And some of you black niggas are sellouts. So, we just got to be smart as black people to understand who's sellouts and who's whores. That's our dilemma now. But anyway, leave your comment. Hit the like button. Support your boy. It's your boy, Mr. OBF. Peace and love to the world.